Hey everybody, it's Party Elite. Welcome you back to another live streamed session of our Phantom Brigade playthrough. Excited to be back. It was unfortunate that I couldn't stream yesterday. I always hate missing streams because it's always good kind of chill times, a good way to hang out. But couldn't stream yesterday because I think I ended up falling asleep at like 6 a.m. or 6:30 a.m. or something like that. So as you can imagine, I think it was like 7 or 7:30 in the morning. So as you can imagine, I wasn't really in a mind space to stream yesterday, so we missed out on Crusader Kings, unfortunately. But we're back today, slightly better rested, with Phantom Brigade. And I'm actually wondering what I want to do in terms of Phantom Brigade. We were kind of talking about this at the end of previous session, or the previous session, dropped an article there, about what to do next. We've just finished liberating this one level 19 plus area. And we're kind of wondering about maybe going straight for the capital again. Now, the capital says level 15 plus is the suggested level, but we've been there once before in this playthrough, and we know very well that it's more than just a level 15 plus engagement. It's a wave-based horde mode kind of a thing. The last time we were at the capital district, we had our butts handed to us handily. Like, that was rough. That was terrifying the last time we were fighting for the capital district. So I wonder if we want to go back for that now that we've had a chance to improve some of our equipment, now that we have the heavy beam and things like that. We might have a fighting chance here. Or, either we do that, where the challenge is this like wave-based mode, or we continue on our journey, go up against this 21 plus level area. I mean, there's 22 plus up over here. There's 23 plus. It's tempting to go after Ungtra over here. I'm butchering that pronunciation. Ungtro? I don't know. I'm tempted to go up over here, level 23 plus. That should be nice and challenging. Should be interesting. Might result in a TPK. Might result in our ultimate demise. And then cycle back to the capital. We could. Oh god, 23 plus does sound interesting, doesn't it? To go from 19 plus to 23 plus, that does sound interesting. I mean, what do you guys think? What do you guys think? And as I wait for some answers, I want to say a warm welcome to all of y'all who've joined us right off the bat over here. A quieter morning this morning, but hopefully a good morning nonetheless. How's it going? Omkar J, you can't make it today? That sounds good, buddy. Have yourself a wonderful night. I imagine, I imagine, well, actually, I don't know. I imagine it's because of school. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I hope you're having yourself a wonderful night's rest, and I hope you're able to catch the VOD. Mark Vanderleen, how's it going, buddy? Jazzy B, Mark T, Elena Kelly, Conrado C, Marcus, Keith Hinder, God Smoko, and Logan Barnes. How's it going, everybody? God Smoko, when did I sub to this channel? I don't know. What game do you play? Do you play a lot of strategy games? Do you play a lot of tactics games? Do you play a lot of management games? Because I could help you narrow that down. Do you look up a lot of guides for any of those genres? Because I could narrow that down for you as well. But hey, if you were surprised sub to this channel by YouTube, I hope you enjoy it. There we go. Total War. That would be it. That must be it. Which one? Warhammer, Three Kingdoms, Thrones of Britannia? There have been a few on the channel. Jazzy, you're going to do it anyway because what's life without risks, and a Battle Brother style TPK is an inevitable conclusion. That's kind of what I'm feeling. That's kind of what I'm feeling. Maybe take the districts that surround the capital. Conrado C 23 plus emo. I always say emo for in my opinion. It's so much faster. If we can take them without a hitch, then we can go to the capital. That's not a bad way to think about it. The only reason, Jazzy, I can't be bothered, I guess, to go to Huvud's sister and Cruz here, which I'm also butchering the pronunciations of, is because they're level 14 plus and 13 plus, and I don't think I could take 3 hours of dealing with super easy battles. I don't think I could do that. I'll be completely honest with you. So I think that's why I want to go after something like the 23 plus, and then we can flip back and maybe go to the capital district. Because also, yes, what's life without risks? Yeah, this is we've done so much of that, and you can kind of see us carving this path from south to north. You can see like we've skipped some of these places because I can't go back and fight lower tier battles. So sure, let's go for the 23 plus, and if we begin to regret that, this is what I like. If we regret that decision, we can quickly change gears and go after the 21 plus or something. But yeah, for now, let's head up over here and see what we can do. Oh man, God Smoker. So that's like right at the beginning of this channel. That's when this channel was born, basically. I believe that was like a month after or 2 months after the game. I mean, The channel was created like 1 or 2 months before Total War Warhammer 1 released. That's some time ago. If you're on Bafna, how's it going? Shoot the bad guys indeed. I guess if we can survive 23 plus and 5 waves of capital would be easy, I guess. Well, that's the thing. I mean, the thing about the capital and the capital battle is that unlike the other battles, it's a test of endurance, which I like. Because it's different. The challenge is different from all the other battles that you do. But I feel like going in with only 4 mechs, so with an inability to like repair or bounce back from heat damage and stuff, you're on the back foot when it comes to endurance. We might still have a level 16 mech. Let me take a quick look at that actually. We've got this encoded signal. This is new, I think. You detect an encoded signal emanating from somewhere in the province. We could probably decode this if you think it's worth the trouble, says one of your pilots, but we'll need to stop and triangulate the source of the signal. Alright, sure, yeah, decode that. Stop the base and decode the signal. Why not? I just want to see what that is first, and just like camping outside of this army base. And I believe we have 15 is our lowest level mech. I mean, at the end of the day, the level numbers are also kind of a strange thing, because as we've seen time and time again, like for example, this upper body piece over here, a level 18 upper body piece, 1800 integrity. You've got like the mass and stuff as well, sure, but you look at some of the higher level pieces, they just don't compare. Like this one has less power, lower integrity, and higher mass than the one I'm rocking right now, but it's of a higher level. So does that really matter? The only places where I find the level really matters is with weapons. Because weapons, higher level weapons do higher level damage. But like, okay, we have, for example, this might be a worthwhile change. I'm glad oh, no, see, like, our current saber is a level 12 saber. We could swap it out for this level 20 saber, but we lose all of the stagger damage we do. Our heat damage gets reduced. Our direct damage gets reduced. Our concussive damage gets reduced. Our heat generation goes up, and heat change as well goes up. Like I don't understand the difference there. I guess the only other difference is that this MX XL Antares is a heavy melee weapon. So how's our medium melee weapon better than this heavy melee weapon? Like, why are we causing more damage with our medium melee weapon than we would with this heavy? So that's a little strange to me, and it just means that the higher level equipment isn't always better equipment. You know what I mean? John Ludlow, how's it going, buddy? That's a very good Godsmoke. I say that all the time with these mech designs. It's like a blend between Eastern and Western like mech design styles. My main reluctance about the capital is that our mechs have a lot of firing power, but I fear our low level is a sign that we have lower health and shield, so we can't stand the grind. That's a good way of that's a good like analysis of it. Not just that, but I would add to that it's also a representation of we have a lot of firing power, yes, but I feel like it doesn't match up to being surrounded by as many mechs. Well, I guess it boils down to what you're saying. Yeah, we die before we can get that damage out. We lose an arm and a leg, or et cetera, before we can get that damage out. So yeah, I think you're absolutely on point there with that analysis, and that makes me a little nervous about the capital. So I'm hoping we can get some higher quality equipment over here and then make our way over. Hopefully. As a decoded signal, there's a whooping of victory from one of your pilots. You and your squad gather around her, bathed in the glow of the blue screen she sits in front of. This one, okay, no, this is not a new event. It's an old event, and I remember because it says blue screen, but the image is decidedly orange. I think that's done it, she says. She looks back at you. Take a look, boss. Looks like we got ourselves a defector. Is that right? Says the pilot beside you. Yep. And they say they've got some valuable intel for us. Could be bogus, but if this intel really is valuable, all right. Where are you? Investigate location. Oh, I'm so glad they have this now. Finally. I don't know if this was always there. This is the first time I've seen it, but this is nice that you can actually ping yourself to the location. We should be getting close to version 1.0. Yeah, I mean, the plan, Rick, was for it to release on Steam in its full version 1.0 this November. That's right around the corner now. Truth be told, so these guys have been on schedule throughout the whole process. Every third Tuesday of every month, they've been releasing new. Content. They've been making massive updates. Again, every third Tuesday of every month, consistently. I don't think there's ever been a delay on those. So you would think that they're still on track for their November 1.0 release, but I wouldn't be surprised if they've I don't know anything here. I'm just guessing. I wouldn't be surprised if they've decided to take a little bit longer, maybe, and release it on Steam in November, but stay in early access and implement more features and more changes. Because if we look at the roadmap again, I mean, I don't think we've heard much about combat replay in some time now, or like there's a lot left for future like forecasted features. And this is the September update, so I'm not in October. They're going to add all of this stuff. That seems like a heavy workload for one. You know, obviously they're working on things in pieces, but that seems like a heavy workload. So I wouldn't be surprised if they stay in early access in November. But I honestly, I'll be completely honest with you, I have zero issue. Some games I have zero issue recommending in early access, and this game's been a pleasure from start to finish. There have been a couple of issues here and there, you know, from time to time, the missile spam, for example, but I mean, you're gonna get that from time to time, right? One of the things I fear is that we're forced to overuse our forever beam, and the heat damage eats us alive with time, even if the enemy never hits a shot. Oh yeah, that's another good point as well. We're just not equipped well, we're not built for endurance, and until we have better armor and barrier and stuff like that, I feel like we won't be built for better endurance. In about 2 hours, I have to go help my dad with a crapload of hay, so if I suddenly vanish, it's that and nothing to do with a botched assassination attempt. Good to know, Keith Hinder. Thanks for the heads up. We won't be too worried. But if you disappear before 2 hours, then we'll dial 911. Elaine Mace, thank you very much for subscribing. And I believe earlier I saw, I'm assuming that's Lieutenant Metz and Albatross. Thank you for subscribing as well. I hope you're enjoying whatever it is you're watching. If it's this, if it's something else, if you are watching this, don't hesitate to hit that like button and let me know that you want to see more of this kind of stuff on the channel. And don't hesitate to join the Discord either, linked in the description down below. My only exposure to hay involves feeding the pet rabbit, the queen of the house, hay, and the worst part about it is that it stabs you and it gets everywhere. So I imagine if you're dealing with bales of hay, it's that, except significantly, you know, worse. We're going for recon, so just charge in and attack and risk being ambushed. The last time I got a flanking advantage in combat, it didn't really work out for me. But that was months ago now. So let's go ahead and stake this place out and see what it could be. So you approach an isolated radio broadcast tower. It appears eerily calm, and yet the base is picking up too much seismic noise to detect if there are any mechs nearby. A bit worrying, isn't it? One of your pilots says to you in hushed tones. Not sure how we should approach this. Let's stake it out. Let's stake it out. Let's see if stakeouts are better now than they were before. There we go. Advantageous positioning. Your squad takes position surrounding the radio station, keeping far enough back that you won't be detected. You shush your squad mates, griping on the radio about it being cold. You're almost ready to give up when a squad of enemy soldiers shows up at the station, searching for the defector. You spring your trap and attack with a flanking position. All right, let's suit up, let's dive in, and let's see if we actually have an advantageous position. Very hard, enemy level 24, I like it. Let's deploy. I think we're properly set up, as properly as we can be. Well, let's see what this does for us. Let's see what this does for us. On the topic of 2 hours, by the way, folks, I'll just put this out there right now. Right now, I mean, again, I enjoy streaming to whatever scale of audience we kind of get, but right now the numbers are looking a little low, and I have to be pragmatic as well. So if you know, if we stick around like the 20 viewer count, we might call it an earlier stream today than the usual 3-hour session with Phantom Brigade. It'll give me an opportunity to get back to some of the regularly scheduled programming that I had planned. I mean, I was supposed to get back as of today. Like Planet Zoo was supposed to release today, but yesterday was a write-off, as I was already talking about how I was completely wrecked with a lack of sleep. So I'd like to get back on schedule with some of that stuff, and that extra hour could make a difference. But of course, if we have a crowd, if a lot of people are watching and stuff, I don't want to cut it short. It's always a difficult question to ask myself and a difficult decision to make. I tend to be a people pleaser. So even when there's like 3 people watching, I'd be like, nah, let's go on for the full 3 hours, you know? So this sounds like narrative. Does this have a campaign, story, etc.? I thought it was a sandbox kind of battle. It is kind of Battle Brother style. So the plot, as it were, is very simple. Your nation has been conquered, and you are the rebel scum, as it were, that are fighting back against the oppressors. You've got these mechs that can see 5 seconds into the future, and that's what gives you the little the advantage in battles, where you can see what your enemy's about to do. But yeah, that's as far as the plot goes. You're fighting to liberate your nation. How you go about doing it, which order you tackle places in, that's entirely up to you. And occasionally, from time to time, there are events that pop up that'll take you from place to place, like what we just had happen to us. I wouldn't mind there being more like quests or something like that. With Battle Brothers, you know, the variety of quests, for example, keeps like dragging you in a good way, dragging you into like really precarious situations. So I wouldn't mind something like that being implemented in here. But as of now, it's a very basic kind of, doesn't hold your hands at all, doesn't spoon feed you. You're free to do as you wish. The issue is that very early on, we took on some very challenging liberation, like high-level enemies, and so we got some very good equipment early on, and that's been, you know, that's been heaven for us. Off subject with your Bannerlord was the best. Keep up the good work. Thank you very much. I appreciate it greatly. I had a lot of fun making that finale episode. Are you doing a new series to replace the Bannerlord slots such as Humankind? That is the plan for now, Jazzy. Yes, I do want to get Humankind in. I have a plan for my next playthrough. I just got to get to actually executing it. And yeah, Natalie P, I think so. The alliteration makes it that much sweeter, doesn't it? How's it going, Natalie? Glad you can make it. Glad you can make it. All right, let's actually dive into the action over here to show you the... I mean, you've seen enough of the campaign map. Let's show you some of the actual explosions. Ooh, what is this? Okay, it's a Vulcan. So, oh my god, 2,600 damage in a full volley. All right. So this is the old school, actual solid projectile heavy weapon. Fair enough. That's a lot of damage output. Where's our saber? He's right here. We should be able to close the gap to that. It's a decent bit of... You know what? We'll be able to cut through the integrity and barrier relatively easily. We just got to get a good hit, but the arms are easy to take off over here. I'm not too concerned then. We've got this tank with an assault rifle strapped on it. 1,200 damage. And we got this tank over here as well with a beam weapon strapped on it. All right, fair enough. And then this mech over here, the shotgun, that causes 2,300 damage in a full volley. All right, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, exactly, Jazzy. I might not survive the 2 hours anyway. Karthik, you watched all of the Planet Zoo videos. I don't know why, but I feel like I'm doing meditation. Videos are so calm. Well, I'm glad to hear that. They are definitely calmer videos. The Planet Zoo will be back, by the way. I feel bad again because I was supposed to release an episode today, but yesterday was, again, a complete write-off. But Planet Zoo is coming back as well. We got like 9 animals left to add. I would like to get them in before Jurassic World Evolution 2 releases, because I've got my eyes on that game for sure. A lot of interesting stuff going on with JWE2. Oh, this is scary. He just like starts firing right away, doesn't he? All right, we're gonna march up the rest of the way over here. Well, actually, hang on. When does he start shooting? Around about there. Okay, so let's do one more dash to get us a fair bit closer, right? And then he starts firing. So while he's firing, we'll walk up, keep our shield up, right? That shield's gonna eat a lot of damage. Oh my god. Hopefully a lot of his rounds miss. We're getting very close, so I imagine we're in suboptimal ranges for him. So the damage output from that heavy, from that Vulcan isn't going to be that bad. And once we close the gap, take a little bit of damage to our shield, we're going to go ahead and dive on in with the sword. I am a little concerned, I'm not going to lie to you, about this guy. But hopefully that strike will get rid of his arms. Let's go up this way, I think. Hopefully we'll get his arms, and that'll be that for the heavy. Yeah, I guess he couldn't make it today. It is his favorite show. Yeah, he was there to in the Discord, but I guess he couldn't make it today. Poor trees. We're keeping clear of the trees. Well, that one might have a bad time, but overall we're keeping clear of the trees. The gameplay is weird. Why? What about it, God Smoko? What's Smoko or Smoko? Smoko? Did I say those differently even? Well, what about it is weird. If you've ever played Frozen Synapse, it's similar to that, except you can see what the enemy is going to do. Christoph, how's it going, buddy? Huck Houston, no CK3 yesterday, unfortunately. I was one of those nights where I just couldn't fall asleep. I think I went to bed around like 1 in the morning or so, but I didn't fall asleep until like 6:30, 7, something like that. And I woke up at 9:20. Miss Elite was kind enough to wake me up and be like, "Hey, you're supposed to be streaming in a bit." I slept through all my alarms. I was like, "Yeah, that's not happening." I had like an hour and a half, 2 hours of sleep in me, and that's not a good mind state to be in when you're trying to have some energy and do a good live stream. So I tried to fall back asleep successfully. So I don't think I woke up until like late afternoon. Yesterday was a terrible write-off. I hated it. I hate days like that where I'm just completely unproductive, but I couldn't sleep. I have no idea why. No idea why, I just couldn't sleep. All right, that shotgun shot might do us some damage there. We're far enough away that I don't think we'll take too much damage, but we have the shield, so we might as well pick it up and point it in the right direction here. So eat that shot to the shield. He doesn't shoot again. Can we hit this tank? Oh, you piece of... All right, let's move in. And what I'm hoping is next turn we can kick it off by driving the axe through both of these guys. It's strange neat, though. Oh, I hear you. Okay, yeah. That's a fair assessment. It's super fun, actually. It's again, one of the, I think the most common reaction I see when people first see the game is, oh, well, if you can see what the enemy's doing, doesn't it get kind of easy? A lot of these, a lot of the planned paths and movements that you see really ties in with the age-old saying of like, when a plan meets the enemy and how the plan always falls apart. It really embodies that quite a bit. So keep that in mind. Despite being able to see what the enemy's planning on doing, it doesn't necessarily always work out. I'm a little concerned, actually. This is nice and scary. We got this beam weapon coming up over here, firing up in this general direction. At least the overflow isn't going to hurt any of our friendlies behind us. But like, that's a fair bit of damage coming through. We have a fair bit of barrier and armor and stuff, but never forget the heat damage we produce on ourselves, right? And this guy with the assault rifle, that's 1200 damage output. I mean, 1200 damage could, hypothetically, 1200 damage could destroy one of our arms easily. I'm really hoping that pulling back and getting behind this little hill over here will give us enough protection. I don't know. I don't know. That's the one, exactly. No plan survives contact with the enemy. So it's a plan, not what will happen. No, so it is, what I'm doing is making a plan based on what the enemy will do, yes, but in certain circumstances, for example, I might I might fire at the enemy. Let's say this tank was a mech instead, and he's walking from up here to down here, and I managed to hit him up there and break his legs. He might not make it down to here anymore. So any mech that I've sent to take care of him when he gets here won't be taking care of anything because we've altered the timeline, as it were. It gets nicely complicated. 30 degrees, holy crap. We've got temps dropping here. We've got temps dropping. We got 21 degrees today. We're finally seeing some nice weather. Lemnis Gate this month. Holy crap, it is September. You're right. Oh, man. Lemnis Gate is looking very interesting. Lemnis Gate is looking very interesting. I forgot about our sniper over here. How many people in chat over here planning on picking up Lemnis Gate? Curious. It was supposed to release last month, on August 1st. Not August 1st, but in August. But they delayed it. They wanted to like finesse it and stuff. I'm excited for Lemnis Gate. That was a really cool concept, really nicely executed. Many people pointed out that it's similar to the Clock Blockers episode or video from the folks over at Corridor. And yes, yes it is. Yes it is. It's a great concept. It's a great concept to turn into a video game. And I quite like my time with it when I got to play earlier this year. All right, now there's a slight chance that all three of these shots will hit this hill instead, but like, come on. I'm willing to roll the dice on that. Yeah, check out, I put a video out on it, I guess it'd be 2 or 3 months now. It's really hard to describe without really getting into it, and I needed a diagram to explain it because I think it's so cool how it deals with time travel in an FPS, and it's actual strategic. It's actually strategy meets shooter, and I quite like it. Yeah, real-time strategy FPS, exactly. It's on Game Pass. Oh, is it? Oh, nice. I usually try to mention it when I know something's on Game Pass. I didn't realize Lemnis Gate was on Game Pass. That's nice. Makes it easier for folks to get on it. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and execute this turn and see enough yammering, enough talking, more fighting, as East tends to put it. I'll embody him while he's not here. Let's go ahead and execute this and see if we manage to survive the onslaught. I want to see how much damage this guy actually manages to do to us. Let's go ahead and get like down here. I think is a nice angle. There we go. This will be nice. Go ahead and I'll keep the UI up this time, just so I can see the damage coming through. Let's execute. In we go. Oh, the sniper's getting some hits in. That's good. All right, good stuff. That shield is going to eat all that damage then. In we go, and up comes the sword. All right, we don't need the UI anymore. Oh no! What do we hit? I was really hoping for the arms there. Okay, no such luck. No such luck. Lower body. I had a feeling because he crumpled a little bit. All right, that's not too bad. That's not too bad because it's going to slow him down tremendously. Yeah, exactly, Natalie. That's not an unfair assessment. Oh, gotcha, Swoosh Kid. Gotcha. Flesson 19, how's it going, buddy? All right, yeah, that turn wasn't so bad, though. The sniper over here got a decent bit of damage on the shield, unfortunately. Oh, I see. Right. See, that's again, the game actually does ballistics like calculations. Like, that's where the rounds hit, and that's where the damage was done. Fair enough. I should have seen that coming. Didn't even realize he had a shield. I like this arm a lot. It's a very nice looking arm. All right, let's see. The axe. Hit this tank. I could step a little bit closer. These guys move. He moves up there. He moves back there. If I were to step down here. Nah, we don't get a clean hit on both of them. Let's go ahead and hit this tank first. I'm a little worried because that shotgun is going to fire pretty much right off the bat over here. And that shotgun, again, hurts. So I'm a little concerned about that. Go down here. I'm hoping that by dashing, a lot of those shots, like a lot of the pellets will miss us. Head up that way. Yeah, sure. Let's try that. That should be the trick there. We're too close to this guy, aren't we? Might still be okay. Let's try it. Let's try it. Sure. We'll take some heat damage as well, and I hope he doesn't just blow our head off. That could be problematic. Let's step back up, loop back around, I think, and try and hit him again. If we stay standing at the end of this, I want to try and hit him again. It's a lot of heat damage. It's a lot of heat damage. Oh. Yeah, see, this is what I was worried about. Our ultra heavy back over here is not looking too hot. Right away is not looking too hot. All right, next turn, I think I'm going to take a bit of more of an overview look at the battlefield when the turn is executing, because we had some things happen that I kind of wish I'd paid more attention to than the sword strike up over here, which, by the way, will of course finish the job. Let's go ahead and step away a little bit, loop back, hit this guy, hopefully finish him off. All this heat damage, man. How long is he crashed for? Right up until there. We have some more time to cool off then. That's one more thing, again, I'd really like to see in this game is more heat management options, you know, rather than just standing still. I wish I could do something to accelerate the heat reduction or something, at the cost of obviously, like, you know, speed or mobility entirely or something, but I would like the option. I'm hoping this melee swing does the job. Where else do we do damage? Nowhere. Just the legs, eh? That's unfortunate. All right, we could fire some more down here as well. Bit risky, of course, because we might have friendly fire going down. Try and hit the tank instead. Cool off a bit. Oh, it's still risky. This guy's a little too close. 85% is not too bad. I don't want to take heat damage if I don't have to. Fire again up there. Now, let's cancel that. Cancel that melee attack because it's not actually hitting. Loop back up this way. There we go. We'll see if that works out. Gotta go, Godsmoke. Sounds good. Thanks for coming through. Have yourself a wonderful meal and a wonderful rest of your day. Thanks for dropping by. Never mind those poor toppled trees in your mech hitting glee. I mean, they shouldn't have grown. They shouldn't have grown on a battlefield, I guess, is all I can say for them. Should have picked somewhere else to grow for their, you know, several hundred years of history. All right, let's go ahead and figure this out. I'm not too keen on what's happening over here. We need to cool off. Let's pull back, try and get behind. Sorry about the trees. Try and get behind this little hill over here, because this guy's chasing us, firing at us all the way through. So if I turn around and expose my back to him, typically when you get hit in the back, it counts as lower body hits. I think the percentage chance shifts. And I guess this will protect us from these ladder hits. Oh, I don't like this at all. I don't like this at all. Okay, we'll see how that plays out. You're good. You're maybe okay. You're okay. You're okay. All right, let's see what happens. Bristol, how's it going? Late but made it. Let's go. Don't worry, you haven't missed too much, I'll be honest with you. How does this compare to BattleTech? Oh man, Flash, it's very different. It's very different. I mean, the similarities I would say begin and end at there are mechs and it's turn-based. The fighting is a WEGO system. You plan your moves based on what you can see of the enemy doing. When you hit execute, everybody moves at the same time. It's a lot more dynamic and action-packed, I would say, like the animations and the movements and everything's a lot more energetic. That's not to say I don't like BattleTech. They're just two very different games. BattleTech is slower, more methodical, more paced, whereas this is a bit more zazzy. All right, let's go ahead and execute. See what the axe does, and keep an eye on our ultra heavy over here as well. God, I'm worried about this guy. He's in trouble. Okay, good hit from the axe. Another good one. Yes, beauty, beauty. Again, the axe primarily does concussion damage, which we seem to have not done any over here. Are you kidding me? Well, that's far from ideal. We'll see how that plays out. Okay, I got it. I know. I lied. I lied. I can't not see this. Nice! Yes! Oh, I absolutely love it. Every time. Every time. It doesn't even have to be a big explosion. It can be the smallest of explosions. I love it. I love it. That's beautiful. Arms are gone. Okay, so now we don't have to worry about that guy anymore. His weapons, again, the Ultra Heavy, the downside of an Ultra Heavy is you need both of your arms to use them. So we're good over there. Up over here, this guy seems to be doing okay. In comes our next melee attack. I don't think this one actually lands, though. Not this turn. Let's go ahead and check it out. Oh, huh, there you go. But he's not taking any concussion damage. What's that about? Okay, first of all, how that... I can't believe this guy's still alive. But he's going to eject, so we're fine. We don't have to worry about him anymore. Is the axe useless now? Or is that filling up? I can't see... So typically... can I see concussion damage on anybody? What's going on over here? Did they change how concussion damage shows itself? Okay, there you go. Oh no, this is not good. So typically, as you can see with our pilot over here, concussion is a bar that fills up. And if it fills all the way up, then your pilot gets knocked out. And weapons like the axe are very good at delivering concussion damage, or so I was made to believe up until recently. We're not delivering any concussion damage unless this bar is partially full. Normally the enemy bar fills up in white as well, so I'm a little confused by this. It looks like the axe isn't doing anything, in which case maybe I need to swap the axe out for another sword. This really sucks. Ricky Cool says, hey Party Elite, why didn't you stream CK3 yesterday? Did you change the date or something? No, so I was dying yesterday. I got like an hour and a half or 2 hours of sleep yesterday before, you know, I'd have to start getting ready to stream and stuff. And that was just not happening. Nothing like a low energy stream to really bring everybody down, including myself. So I had to cancel yesterday's stream. It's a good idea, actually. I imagine that's why Natalie threw up the social links there in chat. If you have Discord, it's a great idea to follow me on Discord, or follow me, to join our Discord. If you have Twitter, then it's a great idea to follow me on Twitter. If you don't have Twitter, and if something's off schedule, you can check my Twitter. Even if you don't have Twitter, you should be able to check my latest tweets. I will always update people on a schedule shift like that. It's funny, but Monday at like 3 or 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock in the morning, you know, my time, I sent a tweet out being like, yeah, sleep isn't coming, so tomorrow's stream might be canceled. And then ultimately I did have to cancel it, yeah. Sorry about that. I didn't want to do a low energy level, you know, grumpy Party Elite stream. I felt like it was better to cancel that stream, unfortunately. Zazzy, I'm appropriating from you into my vernacular. Take it. Take it and enjoy it. Is it a visual bug? I hope so, Conrado C. But remember last session as well, we weren't seeing concussion damage come through from the axe? Or we were saying very little concussion damage come through from the axe. So I wonder if higher level enemy pilots just have better like fatigue, right? Because fatigue, when you have low fatigue, you suffer more concussion damage. That's the only bit of like pilot management there is so far in this game. So I wonder if that's why we're seeing less efficiency from concussion damage lately. That's the only explanation I can think of. It's a little concerning. Are you a heavy mech or a light mech? You are a heavy mech. That's unfortunate. All right, what about this tank? The tank took like no damage from the axe either, and we got a good clean hit on it. Yo, are you kidding me? Okay, well that's unfortunate. But I'm glad, so like for example, I'm glad I learned that here rather than, you know, in the battle for the capital. That would not be ideal. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to move this guy up over here. I'm going to get that shield up, and I'm going to take the shield and use it to provide cover for our heavy here. We might actually topple this guy over. Not sure how that crash is going to work. We'll find out, I guess. And over here as well, let's put our shield up. You know what? Let's go ahead and move up to here with a shield up. See what that does for us. And then turn around and sure, let's waltz through this tank, I guess. See if that does anything for us. Thought the pinned comment idea was smart. Oh yeah, I did the pinned comment as well, because I was like, this is a good way to maybe alert people who don't follow me on Twitter or Discord. But I also didn't want YouTube to send out that 30-minute notification that it does, because I didn't want people to be like, oh, let's go get the snacks and sit down, only to see that I've canceled the stream. Like that, I would feel terrible. I wish YouTube, I wish there was a better system to send out those kinds of notifications, but Discord and Twitter and that pinned chat message were the only things I could think of. I understand why, like imagine if you're subscribed to 1,000 channels and they all decide to send you an update at the same time, right? I can see that being problematic, not just from like annoying the customer, quote unquote, perspective from YouTube's perspective, but also from like a server perspective. That's a lot of server load at the same time, I imagine, and they're not going to want to try and tackle that. All right, let's see if this works. Let's see if this works. A lot of heat damage there. I'm just worried about this guy. He's taking a lot of damage. Now, he is regenerating thanks to the barrier armor, of course. He is regenerating, so there's that. But between heat damage and being shot at by all these heavy-duty shotguns, I'm a little worried for the guy. All right, we're good. This guy, the sniper back over here. This is everything's a hot mess here. It's hard to get clean shots with a sniper. I guess we could fire at this tank over here. Might get some shots in there. I will take the overheating damage. The sniper is relatively safe, so I'll take the overheating damage. And there are no enemy reinforcements expected, so we should be okay. Or so I think. You don't turn on YouTube notifications? I mean, don't worry, Natalie. YouTube barely sends out notifications in the first place, so you can turn them on and still not get them. That's cool, brother, says Ricky. Thank you. I appreciate that. I do appreciate how understanding folks are. It's a load off one's mind. I can tell you that much. But yeah, I gotta do something about my sleep, man. It's not right. It's not okay. Yesterday was really bad. Tossing and turning until 7 o'clock in the morning is not a fun time, nor is it a productive use of time, and I hate being unproductive. All right, let's see what we get over here. Hopefully everybody survives this. Let's go ahead and execute, and let's watch the fireworks. Ooh, there's the ejection. In comes the sword. I don't know what's going on over here. Oh God, we might hurt ourselves. Oh, yes. I love it. Oh my God. I think we managed to not hurt ourselves, actually. We got the tank a little bit, and it does look like we hit our enemy target over here as well. I'm hoping we broke something. Seems that they both actually crumpled here. Oh no. But also, oh yes. Oh no. But also, oh yes. I don't know if I should celebrate or be very concerned. What's happening over here? I mean, I know what happened. This guy was walking through this guy, so he crumpled at the same spot. That first sword hit, I think, missed, but that second sword hit definitely caused some friendly fire. A little bit of blue-on-blue damage there, but we're okay. We're still okay, thank God. I had a feeling there'd be a hot mess over here, but not like this. Good news is that we managed to break this guy's arm, and he's going to eject, so that's fantastic. I do like his shotgun, though. Slow-mo tree fall. Oh God, all the trees. I do like that they have the added detail of like the roots and stuff. It's a very nice detail. Okay, this is worked out. I'm not so worried anymore. And it looks like this tank was hit as well when we came through with the sword the first time around. Both tracks destroyed. He's not moving anywhere. Let's get our axe out of there. How's this guy doing? He took a little bit of damage. That's why he's not regenerating anymore. So the way barrier armor works, to those of you unfamiliar with the game at the moment, barrier armor regenerates if you don't take damage for a certain amount of time. I forget exactly what it is, but basically if you avoid taking damage for a certain amount of time, it regenerates slowly over time. Which is why, you know, we're not dead yet. If we didn't have barrier armor on this guy, we'd 100% be dead. Who's shooting at us? That tank up there. This guy down here as well with his beam. He's not a walker tank, so I could try, like, walking through him and crashing him. We're very slow, though. We're very slow. Like, we could maybe meet him over here. He's already been shooting at us for some time if we do that. We could turn around and fire at that tank as well, but my only concern is that we'll also take overheating damage if we do that, and I don't know if I can take both. Over here, that's the enemy. Where's our sniper? Our sniper could maybe pop some shots at that tank. We could step up and fire over here. Yeah, sure. Cause a little bit of damage. This is not a bad weapon. 1400 damage in a full volley. Could wreck this tank, potentially. We'll try it. And we could turn around and shoot where? At that other tank, I guess. 59% chance at... Oh, okay, I'll take it. I'll take what I can get. There's the axe. Where's our sword? Down over here. Let's pull you back. Now, folks, I was hoping I'd never have to ask this question, but it seems my upstairs neighbors are doing a little bit of renovation. Can you hear it? Can you hear the scraping and what I assume is the woodwork that's going on right now? Let me know. Slow-mo tank attack. I just hope... Oh, man, I just hope... I'm a little worried about this guy especially. I think he'll be fine. He has a decent bit of armor. I'm not sure about this hit up over here. What I am sure about, though, is that we got to get rid of the axe, I guess. Whether it's a bug or it's because these enemy pilots are of a higher tier. Whatever the reason might be, the axe has to go, I think. Can't hear it? No renaissance? Nothing? Beautiful. Love it. Yes. Excellent. I can, like, just barely make it out, but I always worry if, like, the mic picks it up. Typically, no. Man, I'm so excited. I am so excited to do the studio tour when the time finally comes. I've got to get some more furniture and stuff to really finish the space off and all that. But once it's all together, I've got a plan for just to share with the space so you can see, you know, where all the work is done and stuff. Really excited to share it. And I'm really excited to share the studio space and the work that was put into the audio aspects of stuff. Really quite pleased with it, and I can't wait to get it in front of people's eyes. But soon, I'm hoping really soon. I got to get some extra furniture still to places where I'll actually be putting up the stuff that that's been sent to me at the PO box. I got quite a bit of stuff that I've been meaning to share, but I was thinking I'll share it in that studio video as our first share at least. And then there's stuff that I've got from developers over the years and stuff that I want to put on display. I want to finally put the silver play button up. So some of that stuff needs to happen still, and then I'll do a studio video. Really excited. Given by Elizabeth. Sorry, given the tour given by Elizabeth. I'll actually share the space that I'm making for her in the studio, where I'm hoping she'll spend time when she comes here, so she spends less time next to all the cables. That's definitely something I'm concerned about. Is this game ever coming out? What's the deal? So, Gmore53, the plan for the game's 1.0 release originally was this November. I wouldn't be surprised if it stays in early access for a little bit longer, and if it does, then it'll be one of those games that I'm willing to recommend in early access, because the developers have been doing really big updates every third Tuesday of every month. But the plan is at least a Steam release, early access, full, I don't know, but Steam release this November. Right now, it's only on the Epic Game Store. Hope that answers your question. If you have more questions, feel free to ask away. Yeah, I gotta make sure to tuck all that away, right? God. The heavy's inability to shoot at the same time as he runs away, and the axe's failure to cause concussion damage tells me we made the right choice not going to the capital right now. Can you imagine? Yeah, that's what I'm... Especially with the axe. I mean, we would have had our axe handed to us easily if we went to the capital. Where's this guy's ejecting? This tank is here. This guy's up over here. I wonder if this is going to work in our favor or not. Oh, pilot knocked out. Damn. Didn't even make it. Didn't even make it. That's a nice animation, though. Just him dropping to his knees and collapsing. It's a nice animation. Damn. How's this guy doing? Good. At least we destroyed this tank over here. No massive explosion this time. That guy's ejected. This guy's the only one who's still alive. All right. And we know I can assume the axe isn't going to do anything again, but he's in range, so why don't we go and swing? Now let's go ahead and move you up and bring you in as well, above maximum range. Let's go. Let's go. And I will step away and come back just to finish the job. In the hopes of finishing the job, I should say. And the sniper should be able to fire. 45% chance. Are you kidding me? There's a hill in the way? Oh, we should be fine. Come on now. Pull you back to here. This hill's still going to be in our way. God damn it. Alright, fine. Sniper can stay put. Dude's been knocked out. You're fine. You're fine. I believe that's all the enemies taken care of. You're out. You're out. You're out. Yeah, this is the only guy left. I thought I saw Ricky Cool. Also, I have a request. Can you try Wasteland 3 on the channel? It's one of my favorites. With amazing writing and RPG mechanics, it's also somewhat like XCOM since you were talking about it. Wasteland 3 is actually... It's a game that is... I've had my eye on it. It released last year, right? I do have my mind on it and my eye on it. It's kind of why I want to start streaming more. It's also why I was thinking about alternating Tuesdays between Phantom Brigade and something else. I wasn't thinking about Wasteland 3, but it's also a fairly attitude-filled, action-packed kind of a game, right? Maybe I'll you know what, hold on. Give me a quick second here, folks. I just want to take a note. Because what I want to do is I want to throw a vote out there of like what people want to see for alternating Tuesdays. One will be Phantom Brigade, but what's the other one? Battle Brothers is an easy like thing to include because I've been meaning to get back to Battle Brothers for some time. Wasteland 3, you know, completely... It's a game I always think about, except when I have to think about it. You know what I mean? So thank you for bringing that up. I'll actually add that to my notes. Wasteland 3. Well, Disco Elysium, I was thinking we'll swap in on Friday after the Suzerain run, right? So there's that as well. Managing what to stream and when to stream it is a story of my life, honestly. Story of my life sometimes. Yeah, that's Fridays, exactly, yeah. Wasteland 3 is dark. Yeah, I mean, the Wasteland games have always been kind of dark, right? That's kind of been their, like, MO or what have you. But that's a good thought. High Fleet could be fun. High Fleet, the thing about High Fleet is like, I could stream High Fleet. That could be fun. Because it's a roguelite though. I feel like that's kind of like a one-off stream maybe. You know what I mean? We need to clone me, God, for real. Okay, like I always like to be transparent about this kind of stuff. Look, my biggest problems, self-identified. Are that I'm a bit of a people pleaser. And that inherently, when you're in control of your own schedule and stuff, that gets in the way of every decision. Because I'll literally be like, oh, but like, you know, 7 people really want to watch, you know, this thing to its conclusion, so I should do it to its conclusion. Even if it means that, you know, that's another 500 days of work where only 7 people tune into something, I'll still do it. That's a problem. It's nice, but when it comes to scheduling stuff, it can be problematic, and that's something I need to get better at. Lack of sleep is also a problem, yes, but the lack of sleep comes from that very same root cause, I would say. Hey, at least I can say I'm starting to take care of myself with like the standing desk and stuff. I'm doing a slightly better job now. I do want to check out Wasteland 3. I mean, I'll again, like I said, I'm going to be throwing I'll be throwing like a vote up. And as of now, I only have Battle Brothers and Wasteland 3 on mind. Disco Elysium, I think when we kick off Disco Elysium, that's a game that you have to kind of play consistently. I wouldn't want to go on and off on that, which is why I'm waiting until Suzerain is done before we do Disco Elysium, is what I'm thinking. Exactly, Natalie, exactly, yeah. Sometimes it's worth it, though, when Bannerlord was becoming a grind, it got good again near the end. Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. Bannerlord definitely comes to mind, where it's like there was that grindy portion where I was just like, we just got to make it through. And then, you know, something would come in and hit me my kneecaps again. But I'm glad we did Bannerlord to its conclusion. You know, all those comments for the last episode of Bannerlord, like, man, they were moving. There's no other way to put it. It was touching. So many people were so happy with it, and I was so happy with it, and I was happy with the production of the finale and everything that it meant. So, you know, like, it's worth it, but at the same time, I gotta be more pragmatic sometimes, I guess. I don't know if I want to pick any of this stuff up. Like, I do like the, I prefer our beam weapon. Truth be told, I prefer our beam weapon. I'm actually surprised we didn't lose any equipment. Holy crap. So, the tank? No way. What? How does this work? The beam weapon the tank was carrying causes 5,000 damage per volley? How does that even... No way. That doesn't make any sense. We would have been destroyed. We would have been destroyed. Swoosh Kid, I would say it's your channel, your choice. Oh, totally. But that's where the problem lies, because I want to make everybody happy, and so my choice is to like keep it going because people are still engaging. It's a weird rock in a hard place kind of a situation. I don't like disappointing people. I hate, in fact, I would say hate's a strong word. I hate disappointing people. It's a very big challenge for me. One great year for Lesson 19. Sorry, which? Oh, you mean Bannerlord? Yeah, it's like a year and a couple months, right? Wickles, I haven't been able to watch it because it means it'll be over. It was hard to produce. Decimal point is missing. That's what it feels like. It feels like there should be 507.0 damage. That's what it feels like it should be. The mech's leg wings are helping him lift that gun right now. Yeah, just propping them up. I didn't even notice that. Marcus, how's it going, buddy? My Tuesday's going pretty well. Pretty well now that we're all hanging out. How about yourself? Bring a tissue if you watch the Bannerlord finale. Yeah. Is Phoenix Point a game that you could enjoy? Phoenix Point is a game that I will never play on this channel. Phoenix Point is a game that I will never play. I have a big issue with the switcheroo they played on everyone. I need a quick sip of water over here, folks. Give me a second. But I have a big issue with the switch they played on backers when they... I was a backer, which is why I extra am upset at them. They took all the money, produced a demo that they could sell to Epic. Epic gave them a boatload of cash. They went Epic Game Store exclusive for their launch. And then they told all the backers, you can have your money back. You know, we'll refund you because we understand you might be upset, which is a, honestly, disgusting move because they're pretending to be the good guys when in truth, all of their backers were just a were an interest-free loan to them. And that is scummy, 100% scummy. So I will never touch Phoenix Point. I will never touch Phoenix Point. It could be the greatest game ever, and I would never touch it because that is such a scummy move. I'm okay with Epic Games Store exclusives. I don't like it. Let me be clear. I don't like it as a concept, but time to time, I understand when an indie game, for example, Phantom Brigade, they need the extra funding, etc., etc., etc. They need to pay bills, blah, 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 blah. Cool. But if you do the switcheroo, that's not okay. You could be indie, you could be AAA. If you do that switch on people, that's not okay. And Phoenix Point did it in the worst possible way, trying to make themselves look like the good guys because they were offering refunds. And I'm like, I'm not here to be... This is not the Bank of Party Elite. And if it was the Bank of Party Elite, I guarantee you my loans would not be interest-free. That was such a scummy move. Don't even talk to me about Ancient Cities. I backed Ancient Cities as well. Holy crap, man. Bad luck for me. Man, water's so good for fueling rants. Sylvain says, I didn't know about that story. Yeah, I did a video on that. I don't normally do that kind of like video, but that was problematic. I did a similar video on Homeworld 3 when it was first announced. I was like, this is looking like a problem. Lo and behold, a year later, yep, they pulled their backer plan and everything. It's just like, it's so all this like scummy, and scummy is the word I'm going to use. It's again, scummy is a strong word, and I try not to use it too often. But those are some scummy plays, and I don't like it. I don't like it. I'm going to take this gun. Even if I never use it, it's a nice gun. I'm going to take it. Yeah, that's why you'll never see me play Phoenix Point. The jury's not out on Homeworld yet, because they've just been vague. In like yellow flag, red flag kind of ways, I would say. They've just been vague. I hope Homeworld 3 gets a proper release. I would be very sad if they try to pull a fast one on consumers. But you bet if they try to pull a fast one, I'll be all over it. I can't. Look, I'm on the consumer side of these conversations, and so I try to stay on top of all this news. And when people try to pull these kinds of things, I try to stay on top of it so I can cover it, so I can give people a heads up. Because of things like the Phoenix Point thing. You know, it's been a year, maybe 2 years now. A lot of people have forgotten it. A lot of people have decided that their boycott period is over. When I boycott something, I boycott something. The last time my family was involved in a boycott, it was an independence struggle related boycott. So when I use the word boycott, it has some weight to it, you know. But honestly, goddamn, I can't even. So frustrated by that, because yeah, it looks like a game that I would have enjoyed. Too bad I'll never know. I did hear that it ended up being a pretty meh game though. I did hear that. I don't think we need this piece. I kind of want this Sun Swarm just to test it out. I look at it as more informative information and not a rant. Fair enough. Fair enough. Salvage while you rant. Yeah, I know. Sorry. It's just two things I'm very passionate about. Hoarding equipment and trying to prevent consumers from getting screwed over. We're good? We're good? Yeah, we're good. If I had more like free time and stuff, if I had more just energy these last couple of weeks, I would have done a video on the new Troy DLC as well, and the Total War Troy release on Steam. H for Havoc has a good video on that. He did a review of the Mythos DLC, and I agree with him on the topic of their pricing and stuff. Very problematic. Next subject, Star Citizen. I'm not familiar enough with Star Citizen anymore, honestly. Like, I know the bigger, broader conversation, but the more recent stuff is just like, I don't even know anymore. I'm not sure what that is, Beetlejuice. I'm not sure what you're referencing there. No pun from Natalie yet, but she's a great meditator. No, wait. I feel like that's almost telling me I did miss a pun. Take the Sun Swarm. Exactly, yeah, let's actually at least test it out, Conrado. I agree. Oh, I see, Beetlejuice. You're just being... Don't spam, Beetlejuice. Yeah, you've done this like 2 or 3 times now. Don't spam. I will time you out. Did you ever play the Gears of War tactical game? Dude, that game is awesome. John, that game is awesome. The Gears of War Tactics, I think is its name, is amazing. I was surprised. We've got this defector. Let's just quickly rescue them and move on to our next engagement while I talk about that. I didn't know that you'd get to me in time. She says, relief evident on her face. I promise information in exchange for this extraction. She hands you a sheaf of paper and you unroll them to find valuable industrial blueprints. She also brought some supplies from the station with her. Oh, okay, that's nice. Sniper rifle, regenerator, and Vidar heavy workshop pieces. I like this, actually. Eric Tuttle, thank you very much for subscribing. Hope you're enjoying the show, buddy. If you are, you know what to do. Let me know down below. Hit that like button. But yeah, if you have not played Gears of War Tactics, give it a chance. Gears of War Tactics surprised me. I believe it was one of my gems that you may have missed from 2020 or so, or it might have even been one of my top games from 2020. It was in one of those 2 videos. Gears of War Tactics is amazing. Holy crap! I hope they make a sequel. Gears of War Tactics is amazing. There's not much else I can say. It feels punchy. It feels like a Gears of War game, even though it's turn-based tactics. I love how visceral it is. I love how it's got the same like machismo to it. It's so good. It's so good. Supplies we can use to fix power lines. That's the only use for them I see, right? Oh man, Dune. I've been tempted to play the Dune RTS on the channel if I can somehow get it like running and stuff before the movie comes out. I thought that'd be fun. City logging site. Let's go for the city, sure. I've been tempted by Hades, though I wouldn't play it on the channel. I have been tempted by Hades. Missed what, Swoosh Kid? I missed something. I dropped at least one pun. Oh, Insidious. Yeah, I missed that. I missed that. Carlos, I think they used a fundraiser for Homeworld to gauge interest as a talking point to increase their funding. Yeah, exactly. It was clear from day one, because to buy in, you only had to do a $1 buy-in. The thing about Fig, which is the Kickstarter platform that they use, with Fig.io, when you back a project, you become an investor. So if it does well in sales, you get kickbacks and stuff. So it's extra weird to me. How do you just turn to your investors and say, hey, now that our product is worth something, you can get a refund at the price you bought it at? Like that, there would be riots. Can you imagine Wall Street working like that? It's like, hey, I understand you bought Apple shares in the 70s, and I understand that they're worth 1,000 times what you paid for them, but we're gonna refund you at the price that you bought them. What? That's not how that works. That's not how an investment works. Oh my god. Honestly, the Kickstarters, the Indiegogos, all this stuff has gone completely sideways, and it's very sad to see. Just like, It's sad to see, because it's supposed to be an opportunity. Look at this. We produced this sniper rifle, and it's worse than the one we already have. What was the point? There should at least be a guarantee that you end up with something better. Like our old sniper rifle was a level 19. Our new one is a level 20, and it's trash in comparison. But yeah, Kickstarter, Indiegogo, all this stuff was supposed to be for people to... look, I'm going to be a little, like... what's it called? Like, fantastical here. But it was for people to try and fulfill their dreams. You know, they wanted to create something. Other people wanted to see that thing created. They backed it, and you get something glorious. Lancer is an excellent example. We're playing this game. Lancer is an excellent example. I should swap the axe out. All these rants are distracting me from the job that needs doing. What do I want to swap the axe out with, though? But now you get things like, I mean, come on. Do you think a Nickelodeon cartoon needs backers to make an RPG? I mean, bothers me, man. BM, how's it going, buddy? Yeah, I do really have to check out. I see you're saying easily the best roguelite you've played. I assume you're talking about Hades. I really got to check Hades out. I've only heard good things about Hades. Only heard good things. Wall Street works like that. That's why one of the main expensive corporations are stock buybacks. If you take a bad deal, that's on you. But like, it's not like an everyday. It's not like 3 out of 5 investments play out that way. Fig has only had so many projects go through it. Anyway, it's one of those things that just like these things are being used in what's the, like, in unscrupulous ways? Is that the word I'm looking for? It's kind of gross. It's kind of gross. These blades don't do as much damage as the one that we already have equipped. So I wonder if we should swap the axe out for something completely different, like the Sun Swarm beam. It says output per volley is 50-70. I mean, we could try it. Start using one melee mech instead. Sure. Until we get a better axe or something. We got to change the colors on this, though. Default. Yeah, there we go. There we go. That's a color scheme. Default's a color scheme. And let's see if that... what is it called? Sun... Anyway, whatever it's called. We'll see if it's actually worth anything. Or if we end up dying. You've always been anti... Oh, no. I don't want to say that out loud, Natalie. I might get in trouble. Nefarious? Ah, that's a good word. That's a good word. I like that one, Christoph. Yes. Nefarious. Maybe I'm being too harsh. Maybe I'm being too harsh. But Phoenix Point really, to me, was the embodiment of how Kickstarters and Indiegogos and all that kind of stuff can be used to take advantage of people. And what's worst, and this might hurt some feelings, what's worst is that, sorry, I'm just checking everything. Let's go ahead and deploy. You get very loyal supporters who, like, who will refuse to see the problem and will defend the corporation. And I understand brand loyalty and all that kind of stuff. I mean, again, I was in advertising and marketing before I got into the YouTube channel. I understand brand loyalty. I understand how brands use social media to appeal to people's emotions and be like, oh, sorry guys, you know, we're, yeah, like I know the MO, and it's consumers shooting themselves in the foot sometimes, just being like, no, it's fine. No, you're not on the same side. Definitely not too harsh in my opinion. Kickstarter and Fig are nostalgia traps, lately especially, yeah. I wish they abandoned this. Abandoned what? Sorry, Conrado C. That doesn't work because you're supposed to assess the difficulty through level, and the rarity system screws that assessment. Oh, are you talking about weapons? Like how weapons and armor and stuff? It's been very weird. It's been very weird, especially as we go to higher levels, because like I was saying at the beginning of the stream, it's like you've got a level... I've got level 16 equipment that's better than level 20 equipment I'm getting in every way. In every way that matters. That's very important to mention as well, Keith. There are very good Kickstarters out there. There are very good Kickstarters out there. Case in point, Lancer. What quote unquote hurts is that the bad ones, you know, bad apple spoils the bunch, right? People are so worried these days about early access, about Kickstarters, and when I say Kickstarter, I include Indiegogo, any of those like backer-funded stuff, projects. People are so worried about that stuff, and you can't blame them because so many people have been so screwed so many times. It's like, okay, you can't even blame somebody for being worried that they're going to get screwed again, right? And that's unfortunate because you got genuine people out there trying to create genuine projects that get ignored because on the one hand you have a major corporation making a Kickstarter page that's all flashy and engaging and super interesting, and on the other hand you have a couple of friends trying to work out their garage without all the flash but with a really good idea and with the will to finish it, who just don't get the time of day because they're not flashy, because they don't have all the marketing of a big corporation behind them. Oh wow, man, I'm this is rant after rant after. Tuesday is like my rant stream. I feel like Tuesday's streams, I get on these, I say it rant jokingly, but I get on these tangents on Tuesdays a lot, especially. But yes, parasocial relationships 101. When people feel the need to defend, especially corporations, you know, it's just like, whoa, hang on, hang on. You might love their products, but separate the product from the conversation around it, one, and separate the product from the people who make it. That's another thing that people often forget to do. When a bad product comes out, people harass the people that made it, and that's unfair. That's the flip side of the conversation with the name calling and the oh my god, like that's not okay either. And it's wild how like 8 out of 10 times it's like one extreme or the other. There's no happy middle ground. But yeah, it's like a corporation is separate from the people who work at the corporation, especially in game development. The person that made the 3D model of your favorite unit or the person that made the tweet that announced the delay isn't the person responsible for the delay. Like, I don't know. Anyway, that's a wilder tangent to get on. But yeah, I don't know. There's some. It's been an interesting. Let's say it's been an interesting couple of. It's been an interesting couple years for game dev. For where early access has ended up, people are also a lot more nervous about early access these days, with decent reason, I would say. That's why I'm very careful about recommending early access to people. People are hesitant to back things on Kickstarter. And it's a shame. It's a shame. Blizzard next. Don't get me started. Don't get me started on Blizzard. I'm surprised people are surprised. Let me put it that way. It's like people weren't paying attention for the last 10 years. I was saying the problem is that they combine a rarity system with a level system and gives priority to rarity. So the higher the rarity, the better the item. But the difficulty assessment is through numbers. Yeah, well, so yeah, I mean, so last session I think I was onto something. I think rarity is typically a way to highlight like mass advantage. I think rarer items tend to be lighter or have barrier armor, whereas less rare items of the same level tend to be heavier, but otherwise cause potentially more damage or have more integrity if they're armor. I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out, but there's a formula there somewhere. I just don't know what it is yet. Ah, damn. I was really hoping that this building hopping would work nicely. Knows the answer there. Fair enough. Sorry. I'll cancel that dash. Move you a bit further, and we'll get him as he's coming off this building over there. Or we might not. Oh yeah, we should have him there. Maybe take one more step forward. If we're coming all this way, might as well go all the way, right? Can we hit them both? Nah, we can't. Ooh. Ooh, maybe. Maybe. Dmitry Gachkovsky, thank you very much for subscribing. Hope you're enjoying the show, buddy. If you are, you know what to do. Let me know down below. Hit that like button. If you're enjoying the ranting and the rambling, if it gets too much, let me know. Because I can get on a roll, folks. I can get on a roll. So if it gets too much, just let me know and I'll stop. But if you are enjoying it, yeah, don't hesitate to hit that like button. We'll see. I don't think this hit will land this turn. It might land next turn, though. Those thermals? You mean the... wait, what do you mean? How do you mean? What do you mean? GTA 6 and it probably being 4 years away. Oh, those thermals. Classify. One of my CPUs has a current temp of 59 degrees. I think PE must have laser beamed at 59 degrees Celsius. That's not too hot. Ever since I upgraded to the i9, my computers run super hot. And then I got the 3090. Man, I literally have to turn air conditioning on. One of my plans for the studio space, once I can buy all the stuff for it, is to have a temperature sensor in the studio. I'm fortunate, when we bought this place, it had a Nest installed already. But the plan is get a temperature sensor for the studio, and when it gets too hot, to turn on the air conditioning. I am not exaggerating. I'm not exaggerating. This is the actual number. The room temperature hits 27 degrees when I'm playing and recording, or playing and streaming at the same time. 27 degrees inside the room. It gets hot. It gets hot. Swap that one out for Elder Scrolls 6 for twice the rent. Oh geez, Jazzy B throwing in those 2x pickup cards. Tangent Tuesday is kind of fun. Tangent Tuesday, Natalie P. Oh my god. Oh dear lord. PB has, yeah, Phantom Brigade has had an excellent, so Phantom Brigade, Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. Two games that I'm playing on the channel right now that have excellent approaches to early access. Huge content drops and updates consistently. Listening to player feedback and stuff, like it's huge. How can I, like, that's how early access should be done, you know? Like, Darkest Dungeon back in the day did it well. I liked it, at least. I know it was a little controversial for some when the 1.0 release came out, but I quite liked it. I think they're planning on a similar thing for Darkest Dungeon 2. They've said already, Epic Games Store exclusive, and so it's fine. They're not pulling a big switcheroo or anything. But for anybody who doesn't want to do Epic, fair. You know, they know well ahead. They know well ahead of time. I don't know who to watch. Okay, you know what I want to do, actually? I want to see the Sunbeam, whatever it's called. Where is that weapon? Back over here. This guy with his Sun Swarm, sorry. Who is he firing at? This tank. And I think he's the... Until the sniper fires, he's the only one firing at that tank. So I kind of want to see what kind of damage we're doing over here. So we're going to keep the UI up as we execute this time. Holy crap, that's hot, BM. 31 degrees, yikes. Nice place to grow your own food and game all day. Yeah, that's true. Soapbox Sunday, Jazzy V. Oh, God. Switch Kid, I honestly learn something new every time I watch PE. Very intelligent person. Have a great day. Chat. Gotta go. Well, thank you very much for the kind words. But enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks for dropping by. I wish I could have shown you more gameplay today rather than the rambles. But thanks for dropping by. Thanks for the kind words, and have yourself a wonderful rest of your Tuesday. Let's go ahead and execute on this turn and see what kind of damage this thing does. He's waiting. He's going to turn around. There's a shot coming through. Looking okay. Oh, you know what? I had a feeling. Yeah. Beam weapons aren't working. Beam weapons are just straight up not working. He's supposed to be firing right now. He's taking the heat damage from shooting, but not only is there no visual beam, but this guy's also not taking any damage at all. And down over here... Oh, yes! Perfect timing. That sniper, man. Just clearing, like, over the shoulder of our melee mech over here and hitting the tank. That was beautiful. Taking his tracks out. In comes the sword. Let's watch the sword strike. I don't think it's going to land. Oh, I lied. It is. Took out his lower body. Oh, look at him twist and turn and drop and crumple. I love it. Anyway, back to the problem. Back to the problem. This guy was firing his beam weapon, took all the damage from it, but none of the damage output. This guy was firing his beam weapon, no overheating, so that's fine, but the tank took no damage from it. Beam weapons don't work anymore. Yeah, what the hell? That's definitely a bug. Now, I am playing the beta branch of the game, so... There's the main branch that has the updates come in every third Tuesday, like I've been saying, and then there's the beta branch, which gets like drip-fed updates to test before the final third Tuesday update. So hopefully this gets fixed soon. That sucks, dude. Huh. I say that sucks as in like that sucks for our current setup because I quite like it. I'm sure they'll fix it. Obviously, that's not going to stay like that, but that really sucks for our current setup. 2 of our mechs right now are completely useless. This is not good. And now they've got reinforcements coming as well. We've got a heavy back over here. Looks like he's carrying a solid projectile heavy weapon. That would explain why the AI isn't using beams as well, I guess. See, the reason why... oh my god. If it is a bug, it would be a beam toll. Yikes. Apology accepted. No, I actually I like that one. So the reason... Yeah, I noticed that during the last battle because I realized that our Ultra Heavy wasn't taking damage from the tank that was chasing him. And it was because because of this bug. Yeah. Oh, well, damn. That sucks. That sucks. Okay. That's unfortunate. So this is, hey, on the topic of early access is the flip side of early access is sometimes you understand, of course, that you will see bugs from time to time. What's good about these devs is they very quickly clean them up. I remember one time we were on stream talking about how Melee didn't make sense anymore, and Melee just wasn't working anymore. And the devs were actually watching the stream, and immediately they had somebody like come on stream and they're like, can you show us the problem? And I was like, yeah, here's the problem. And they're like, oh crap, we understand the bug. Immediately they were like, oh, what's happening is you're using a secondary weapon, but for some reason the range of the attack you're seeing is as if you were using a primary weapon, so you're not seeing the right data. I believe that's what it was. And immediately they were like, all right, we'll fix it. And then by the time we were doing our next stream, it was fixed. Like, the devs are fast. They look at feedback. They listen to feedback. They're fantastic. And they were on it right away. So I wouldn't be surprised if this is fixed by the next time we sit down to play. But I guess I'm glad I said earlier that we might do a shorter stream today, because this is that's two reasons now. I guess we just keep you in the back then. Oh, this is not good. Okay, sniper. Let's get you up over here. That might be too far back, actually. I don't think we can actually score any... Oh, I lied. It's a good sniper. 100% hit chances over here. Let's go for it. A little bit of heat damage. I think... I don't know. A bit risky. I don't want to... Again, we only have 2 mechs that are actually able to have damage output. I don't want to lose the arm off of one of them and lose the weapon, rather, off of one of them. That would be unfortunate. Can I... Rather than move that far back, can I just kind of like move over to here and then pull back and kind of hope to hit everybody? Take a lot of heat damage, but that would be nice if we do manage to get everybody here. That'd be good. Only a little bit, Leon. It's the second battle. Oh, we haven't. I've not stayed on task today. I'm sorry. Maybe too much damage is not calculating, I think. Wrong numbers are not registering. Maybe like it's like an overflow or what have you of numbers. I don't know. Rissal, you gotta go. Well, thanks for coming through. Have yourself a wonderful rest of the day. Enjoy the VOD when you're watching it. But yeah, thanks for coming through and have yourself a beautiful, beautiful Tuesday. Just taking a look at chat here real quick. Want to make sure I don't miss anything. Any more prompts from Jazzy V? Any more topics being thrown at me? I can't do anything about half these guys. Yeah, okay, fair enough. I can use this guy's shield at best, I suppose. Let's go ahead and execute and see the sword in action, I suppose. I'm aware I have mechs without orders. Okay, up against the tank. Nice and easy. Did this guy lose his arm in that swing? I think so. Collateral damage. I'll take it. All right. Well, I'm most curious about the return over here and how much damage that does. We're gonna go. That tank's been taken care of. We're gonna turn around. That tank's been taken care of. The sniper, man, holy crap! From that distance, oh look at that! Ain't that a sight? The backlit mech up over there, you can barely make out the silhouette. Oh, beautiful. Oh, is that the turn done? I guess so. And this guy's ejecting. Okay. Nice and easy, but we got these 2 reinforcements showing up as well, let's not forget. I'm really tempted to ask the devs if they'd be willing to share the mesh files for these mechs. I got a 3D printer, and I would love to 3D print some of these guys. They look so good. If he loses access to beam weapons, the city he lands in rejoices. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair. Oh god. See, the liberators have come. Oh no. They don't have beam weapons. Oh yes. Huzzah. God damn. So true though. Alright, let's get the sniper down over here. Now this guy's got his ultra heavy firing where? At this guy? Okay, fair enough. Joke's on you, buddy. This mech is useless. Let's pull back or over, or no, let's pull back, straight back. So at least the line of fire will be predictable. And then right when he starts firing, we'll get our shield up. And he'll keep firing afterwards. The ultra heavies fire for a long time, so we'll keep the shield up. Might actually lose that shield. We'll have to resalvage it. It's fine. And then up over here, the sniper is jumping down, turning at that corner and popping shots. 70% chance of hitting. It's okay. We'll cool off a little bit. I'm a little worried about the heat damage at this point. No, I'm not. That's a lie. We'll fire right away. Can we fire a second volley? Maybe. Why don't we go ahead and step a little bit closer for the second volley? Come on. There we go. A little bit closer. And that should make the second volley a bit more accurate. Yeah, a lot more accurate, 100%. Not every heavy is a beam. Yeah, this heavy is a solid projectile, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so this one's actually going to hit us. 2,600 damage. If all of that hits our shield, we'll be okay. Plus, we got the barrier on the shield as well. So that's why I'm using the shield over there. Jason, how's it going, buddy? Having a good one, I hope. I want the plastic models from this mech. Maybe we can make a tabletop game for this franchise. Yeah, right? Like that, right? That's where my head's at. No, I'm really quite tempted actually to just hit up the devs and be like, hey, so listen, and I'll like they're over in the devs are over in Vancouver, so I'll be like, listen, I'll 3D print and ship some over. I wouldn't monetize them in any way. Of course, they're not my IP, they're not my property. I want some for this like studio space and stuff. How cool would it be to like have a couple of these posable mechs and stuff? Be a challenge to figure out the 3D printing on it. 3D printing is more of a process than it sometimes is made to look like. It'd be a bit of a process, but I think it'd be totally worth it. I would absolutely love if that were even remotely possible. Maybe I will hit them up. Mr. Esso, I'm of the opposite mind. I wish the mechs had more life to them. They feel a bit generic to me when compared to things like BattleTech. Really? Okay, that's interesting. So, let me ask you, is it because of the shapes of the mechs in BattleTech? Like their forms, their silhouettes? Like the king crab, very iconic shape, right? Is that why? Because I can, if that's where you're coming from, I can totally see where you're coming from. There are some interesting mech shapes in this game as well, but none that are so different, you know? None that are so like defining. Maybe let's put it that way. Let me know if that's why. Maybe it is because of our gray color scheme. Maybe we need some more color. but I think it might be because of those shapes. I think from time to time there's definitely some armor that looks pretty slick, pretty sick. I like the Blackbird armor. I don't think we have it on anybody. The Bane armor. I personally like the look of them, but I do understand. I think I understand where you're coming from. So I'm just curious about like maybe what some of your favorite looking mechs are in the BattleTech universe. Because the king crab is one of mine. All right, let's execute. See if we can pull this off. Wow, that sunset is gorgeous. All right, sniper's in position. Gonna pop some shots over here. Oh, missed both of those. Shots coming back at us. I think a lot of those are actually gonna miss, so I'm okay with that. Let's go. There's that ejection from that other pilot. In comes a sniper. Come on. Oh, come on. Come on. You kidding me? Not a single shot landed. Cottonhead, I do resin. I have a Elegoo Mars 2 Pro, Mars 2 Pro, I think is the branding on it. It's a resin machine, and yeah, it was because it was on sale. It was running pretty cheap, and I like resin because the level of detail is a lot higher, and you don't have to do all the sanding and everything. The downside is the print bed is smaller, but I prefer the cleaner look. It's better for printing miniatures and models and stuff like that, which is I'm not like a cosplayer or anything, so I didn't need that kind of stuff, though I wouldn't mind having, you know, stormtrooper helmets and stuff. But yeah, it's a resin printer, and I'm very pleased with it, actually. It's a very, very good piece of equipment, and I love it. And I wish I had more things to 3D print, which is why I guess I'm chasing after the, thinking about this, this game's models. The test student, how's it going, buddy? Having a good one, I hope. FDM, doing well in San Francisco. Having to wait until after the recall election here in CA is done before I start writing the books. Too busy with that sounds good. A good thing to be made busy by, I suppose. Silhouettes are a big part of it for sure. I can tell the difference between a locust and a cicada at a glance, for example. Yep, it's not the color scheme you have. I love the Marauder, by the way. Yeah, no, I hear you about the silhouettes. There's definitely, I mean, BattleTech mech silhouettes are, there's no other way to put it, iconic. They are iconic. So I hear you on that for sure. What I find about these mechs, of course, is that they're a bit more. They're trying to find that balance point between Eastern and Western like mech design as points of inspiration. I think, at least. Let's see. We've got you. You're here. You're dead. You're dead. You've ejected. Okay, so 2 enemies left. Let's go ahead and execute. Zach Long, how's it going? Is there a new campaign? No, it's the same campaign. I don't know if I want to restart the game from scratch to reset our power levels and stuff, but this is the same campaign, but with the new updates constantly applying. Big Dave's Planet Zoo will be out on Thursday. It was going to be out today, our first episode back, but I was dying yesterday, so unfortunately that didn't happen, but Planet Zoo will be back this Thursday. Workers and Resources Soviet Republic will be back tomorrow. Humankind will be back, will be kicking off, I should say, hopefully this week as well. The plan is to finally start doing all that stuff again. I hope after this game, the devs make an MMO open world mech game, like a third-person shooter. I mean, they've built a world, so they're pretty free to kind of like experiment with it, right? I'd be curious to see if they have any plans like that. BM, every time I hear resin, I can't help but think of how every resin anime figure I've ordered has arrived broken. Oh, that sucks, dude. I'm sorry to hear that. They're not packaging them properly, or they're using very thin layers of resin potentially. Resin can be pretty durable. Resin is like the way to cast stuff if you want to capture a lot of details, if you want to capture a lot of nuance and stuff. Resin is kind of like a go-to. So that's unfortunate to hear. Oh, come on, this sniper is just missing all these shots. Oh, now we're gonna eat some ourselves. I didn't check on the sniper. I didn't check on the sniper at all. I personally like humanoid mechs. I mean Gundams and Transformers. Says Ricky Cool. Yeah, I mean it's definitely it's a subjective thing, right? It's definitely a taste thing. Personally, I enjoy both in content. I like mechs. Look, man, I like robots. I like robots. As like yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the long and short of it, as the saying goes. All right, let's run this sniper back a little bit. I'm a little worried about the heavy fire he's about to face. Pull you back to there. Let's maybe I won't pull you a little bit further. Dash you over. Keep dodging. He stops firing right around here. Can I dash on top of this? No, I got to step a little bit closer if I'm going to do that. So let's move forward and then try to get on top of this building in the hopes of firing. No, we might use our missile launcher instead. Use our missile launcher over here, fire away. Just because our sniper range isn't optimal. So many dead trees. These aren't our fault, though. These aren't our fault. I mean, they were packaged no differently from any other PVC figures I have. I think it's more brittle than PVC. Yeah, it would be. I mean, if they didn't... Damn, that's unfortunate. Because you can resin is relatively durable unless you print it super thin. Like, and I've definitely done some very thin prints, but it'll fall apart. If resin is also not cured properly, it can be very brittle and it can break very easily. So that's another thing that could be part of the problem. Resin can very easily over cure, and then it becomes extremely brittle. Where's this tank? Oh, we like knocked it into this building. All right, he's regenerating. Can I? Let's take a swing at him in the building. I don't need beam weapons to break buildings, evidently. It says we'll hit him. I don't know if we actually will. We'll try it. And I want to get up against this guy. Move up to here. When does he get here? Close to the end of the turn, okay. keep moving then. And let's get the melee happening. I wonder, you know, let's try this. No, let's not. That's a waste. We only have two operational mechs. That would be a waste. Let's wait. Let's let him get a little bit closer. Stay put over here, actually. And when he ends up there, we'll go ahead and charge him. Yeah, it could be the cure. That's what I'm thinking, Jason. Yeah, that's basically it, Leon. I'm a simple man. I like robots. When, what is it, Ed 205? Is it Ed 205? I always forget the number. When that robot in RoboCop trips over and screams like a little baby, love it. When it opens fire on that executive, love it. When I say RoboCop, I'm talking about the classic, the one where the guy gets his hands and arms blown off. Maybe I was a little too young to watch that movie when I watched it, but yeah, I've loved robots ever since I was a kid. From Transformers to RoboCop and his adversaries to, I mean, I don't even know what else. Robot Jocks, which I actually watched more recently. I didn't watch that when I was a kid, but Robot Jocks is funny. Robot Jocks is just Pacific Rim, by the way, for the record. If you want to know where Pacific Rim got its idea for how to control mechs, maybe there's a predecessor to Robot Jocks, but Robot Jocks is definitely one of them. All right, let's go ahead and see if this sword actually destroys this tank. Or the building instead. Oh, hey, we got the tank without getting the building. Fair bit of damage. I haven't destroyed it, unfortunately, but that's okay. Hopefully he's not going to cause too much hurt. We're running away over here. Let's see if we make a clean getaway. Looks like we're okay. Up on top of the building. Out goes the missiles. Beautiful. Oh my god, look at that. That's gorgeous. Oh, holy crap, man. That's dope. That's amazing. Robot Jocks was amazing. Yeah, Robot Jocks was fun, man. Robot Jocks was fun. Was it 209? I keep thinking 205 in my head. 209. Gotcha. Other CPU is at 70 degrees Celsius. Holy crap. Almost as hot as PE's rant. Thank you, Classified. I take that as a compliment. C3PO is great. R2-D2. I don't even... R2-D2 is one of my... R2-D2 has so much sass. So sassy. I love R2. I love R2. Oh, man. You know, only recently I learned... So I've never read the novelizations... Okay, that's not true. I read the novelization of, I think, the original trilogy way back when I was much younger, Star Wars. But I never the novelization of the sequel. I think it was the original trilogy. It might have been like adjacent to the original trilogy. It was so long ago. But the prequel movies, the sequel movies, I never read the novelizations. I only recently found out that in the prequel movies, novelization for the third movie, when Anakin finally goes off to Mustafar, C3PO and R2-D2 have a back and forth, and C3PO asks R2-D2, like, I forget exactly, but he asks him, like, you know, like, what's going on? And R2-D2 responds with, I don't know, Anakin doesn't talk to me anymore. And I was so sad. Even saying it right now, I feel so sad. R2-D2 is such a well-characterized robot. Like, holy crap, I feel bad. Like, and when I say I feel bad, I mean, like, I feel, like, sad for the little guy, you know? Oh my god. But one of my favorite robots, like, from when he's, like, having the argument with Luke in the original trilogy about, like, showing the message, and when he's pretending to not have the message anymore, and C-3PO's like, what do you mean, what message? God, my god. What a great little robot. What a great little guy. So much sass. Right, Natalie? So sad. So sad. Always preferred mechs with... I always struggle with that word. Digitigrade. Yeah, the chicken walker legs. It's a stylistic thing. It looks cool, right? I'm sorry, Natalie. It is sad though, isn't it? It is sad. I mean, like, damn. But it makes it so much... makes it so much better. It's so cool. BT7274. That's oh, that's the Titanfall mech. Titanfall 2. I haven't played Titanfall 2. I really want to. Those mechs are also super cool, man. What a great concept. Oh, I love how they like pick up the pilot and stuff and put them in the... Yeah, you know what? I think I am a simple man. I like robots. It really is that simple. It really is that simple. The more I think about it. People have been so creative with mechs. And on that note, if you like tabletop RPGs, play Lancer. I'm a simple man. I see Lancer, I like. Play Lancer. Lancer's amazing. He does a great job of representing mechs, electronic warfare, cool melee, you know, actions, cool ballistics actions. Lancer's amazing. Bam. Good hit. Oh, that poor building. I don't think that was our fault. Oh, that is our fault. That's our missile barrage coming through and destroying everything but the mech over here. How much damage are we doing? I think most of that was from our melee attack. Oops. In we go. Nice. Got his arm. Beautiful. 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 Right arm down. Everything else is still intact. This tank is stuck here, by the way, because he's lost one of his tracks. The tank is stuck there, so he's not going to cause us any trouble. Hurting R2-D2 is like kicking a dog. Time to die. Yeah, 100%. 100%. R2 and C-3PO really made the series emotionally strong. And it's fine. They're just, you know, I mean, one of them looks like a retro future trash can. R2, right, with the dome shape and stuff, and yet so much with the beeping and the booping, so much goddamn emotion packed into this little machine. I love it. So good. R2 talking to Luke was one of the best scenes in The Last Jedi. I'm trying to remember it. I haven't seen The Last Jedi since it came out, and I watched it in theaters. I'm trying to remember it. Oh, it's when he like puts his hand on the little guy, right? Yeah. I mean, a little bit of those little touching moments. I wish Luke and Han met each other again. Sizzle72, how's it going, buddy? Keith says, I like Lancer, but everyone wants to play with an app. It bothers me for some reason. With an app? Oh, do you mean the character creator app or whatever that they made? Is that what you mean, or do you mean something else? Am I not following you there? I'm really worried about our mech over here, by the way. That right arm has very little health left. So I have to be very careful about heat management because, again, we only have 2 mechs that are actually able to do anything. So to lose the arm off one would not be ideal. I thought we destroyed this guy's arm. Oh, he's going to eject. Oh, okay, we're done there then. Why am I chasing you? Let's go down over here and finish this tank off. Hopefully. Hopefully that does the trick. Go ahead and execute. In we go. There we go. Nice and easy. I shouldn't have shot him with a sniper either. Oh my god, but he crumpled real hard there, didn't he? Victory is ours. Good stuff. We gotta like swap equipment out and stuff, I guess. That's a real bummer, man. That's a real bummer about the beam weapons. And to think, literally last session is when we cleared our inventory. So I don't even know if we have good weapons to swap in. Let's take this assault rifle and this assault rifle as well. Where to go? Where to go? Assault rifle, you. How much damage? 1396. This one's 1208. We might need 2. Fair enough. That's unfortunate about the beam weapons. We have a Vulcan as well. I might put that on. The Blackbird is a cool looking piece. That's one of the nice silhouettes in... well, you can't tell there. Yeah, this is one of the cooler shapes in shape of mech in this game, I would say. These are all pretty low tier pieces of equipment. You gotta be kidding me. Go ahead and scrap everything else here. Get you. This Tsubasa. I also quite like the Tsubasa like shapes. They've got some interesting forms. Like I quite like some of the shapes in these games as well. It's a decent bit of barrier. Don't know if it'll be worth anything. Mostly scrapping these. We've got better shields for sure. This thing's pretty well useless. We got better integrity and barrier combinations. It's just these are more about barrier than they are about integrity, but with how easily we were able to destroy the enemy mechs, I don't think I want to shift my balance too much. This guy we have to ignore. Alright, cool. Let's confirm that. What was I... Next subject, Rise of Skywalker. Just tackle the entire sequel trilogy in one swoop. Make life easier for everybody. God. That I'm not going to get started on. That's going to be... That'll be endless. Best scene, Luke and Leia together, but what was sad was that even... what was cut, Flesson? I'm unaware of what was cut. I mean, the thing about... Okay, look, the thing about tabletop, for me, personally, one of my favorite aspects of tabletop RPG is when you roll the dice, physically. You roll the dice, they roll across the table, and everybody kind of leans in together. Yeah, it's like a particularly stressful roll. You gotta land this hit, otherwise you die, or what have you. Like, it's an important roll. You roll the dice, everybody leans in and sees the results, and you get that screaming of like, yes or no. apps remove that feeling. For me, this is a completely personal opinion. Apps remove that feeling, and dice rollers remove that feeling. There's also something about hearing the GM roll dice behind their screen or something, and you go like, oh crap, what's he rolling now? Like, to me, those are some of my favorite parts of the tabletop aspect of tabletop RPG. Of course, the storytelling, the freedom to do what you want, all that stuff is important as well. Duh. But I find apps and stuff remove that aspect of it a bit. All right, Sun Swarm, got to get rid of view. So axes have become useless and beam weapons have become useless. Classified. That's fair. That's a fair substitute title. That's not the only problem with that series, though. Oh, yeah. Solo. Exactly. I will go sleepless if I start talking about solo again. Physical dice rolls cannot be replicated. Yeah. I found a review and a very emotional conversation they had that almost brought me to tears. I was cut by Ryan Johnson. It was so emotional. Oh. I wonder why they cut it. Dice add suspension. Yeah. No, dice are such a big... I can't wait until I can meet up with people around a table and play tabletop again. Okay, what am I... Oh, I guess we could throw an assault rifle on this guy. We haven't used an assault rifle in forever. 1396 on this one, 5 shots. 1236 over 13 shots. Decent range. Ooh, this one causes some concussive damage as well. Yeah, sure. Why don't we go ahead and get the AR-03 Burst Assault Rifle. We'll keep it red as well. Why not? This kind of like pinkish reddish color it's got going. I quite like it. Gives us a bit of personality on this mech. And then the shield, I guess, assault rifle and shield just to help with our survivability. Yeah, sure. Why not? And then let's go ahead and that's our ultra heavy gone. No, sorry, that's our beam gone. That used to be our axe. And our heavy over here, let's change your weapon. We could go with the heavy solid projectile weapon instead. I'll go with this one, it's lighter. Less scatter as well while moving. Or no, less scatter in general. Doesn't matter if we're moving or not. Sure, let's swap this in. Cool. So now we're a higher level, but I don't know if we're actually better for it, you know what I mean? I don't know if we're actually better for it. But let's see how that works out for us. Man, I'm glad we didn't dive into the capital. That would have gone terribly. If we went directly to the capital, we would have lost everything immediately. Half our mechs were useless. Holy crap. That would have been real bad. I'm going to have to fire up my own copy of this when you're done. Rock's back and forth whispering, mechs, not meth himself. Mechs, not meth. Dude, God damn it, I love it. Mechs, not meth. I mean, yes. And if you're struggling and you need somebody to talk to, hit me up. I'm always available. But I assume you're joking. That's goddamn priceless. I want the dice shaped like bullets. I'm sure they make dice like that, man. I'm sure they make dice like that. My favorite TTRPG is City of Mist. I haven't played that. I'll look it up. Finding groups for tabletop is difficult if it's not the thing in your area. That's the struggle, Ricky. Cool. That is the struggle. I've been fortunate that since university, I found out that my high school friends are really big on tabletop RPG, and they've been my go-to circle. They're all great RPers. They're really into roleplay. They take it seriously. I'm in the middle of actually building a world very slowly. Very slowly. I've been building this world for 5 years. Building a world in which I'll be running all my future adventures. My favorite system is GURPS because it's super lethal. You got to be smart if you're going to get into combat, and I love lethality. I could never get into Pathfinder and D&D on tabletop because I don't mind the CRPG adaptations because CRPGs have limitations of their own, but on tabletop you get a little too powerful, and I'm not a big fan of that personally. I know why people enjoy it, and it's cool that people enjoy it. Of course, I have nothing against that, but for me personally, it just becomes a bit too flippant. You know, you just become too powerful, and I don't like that. I like when players, whether I'm playing or I'm the GM, I like a struggle. I like a good struggle. Everyone's set up properly, right? Yeah. All right, let's go. Accuracy is always a good choice, so they say. Yeah, it doesn't matter how much damage you cause if you're not hitting your target. GURPS is super fun. GURPS is my favorite, hands down. What happened to the beam weapons? It seems like there's a bug, Zach, and beam weapons don't actually shoot. It saved us in the first battle we fought, but it almost killed us in the second battle we fought. But yeah, GURPS, beam weapons don't seem to be working right now. And the axe was also, I guess our axe was a beam axe, so that maybe that's why we were having trouble. Tabletop Simulator is pretty fun though. Yes. Tabletop Simulator, I would say, is the closest I have come to feeling like I'm around the table, because you can kind of feel like you're physically rolling the dice. You can hear the GM's dice rolls. Tabletop Simulator, I agree. If you can't find like a group to play with in physical presence, or if you're struggling through the current circumstances and you need a way to play, TTS does come very close. And I wholeheartedly agree with your statement there. Love lethality to death, 100%, 100%. Star Wars Smugglers Run tabletop D&D. Star Wars, the Fantasy Flight game Star Wars system is pretty interesting as well. I thought I would not be a fan of it at first because of its weird dice system, where it's just like, oh, you've got red dice and purple dice and all these weird, what's it called? Proprietary dice. And I was just like, I don't like this. Like, that's weird. I'm not a fan of this. But then I had the chance to experience it, and holy crap, it's great. I like it. I take back my my doubts on it, because the way it works is when you roll a check, whether you succeed or fail is separate from whether something bad also happens or something good also happens. It has this really, really nice system, actually, that forces everyone to kind of improv a bit more, including the GM. You kind of like have to be on your toes. Like if your player fails a roll, but they get what's called an advantage or a triumph, something should still happen that gives them an advantage or gives them a positive outcome. Even though they failed the check, they have a positive outcome. What is it? So figuring that kind of stuff out is a challenge, which is fun. And the flip can happen. They can succeed their check, but they get what's called a, I forget the term. There are two versions of negatives that can happen as well. And if that happens, then okay, they succeed what they were trying to pull off, but what's the negative thing that happens? How does their action actually hurt them despite the success? I think that's very cool, and it's a nice way to make players and GMs and stuff kind of put them on their toes, and you have to be creative and clever about your approach. I think it's really cool, now that I've actually had a chance to experience it. Imagine being a person who didn't know about this bug and decided to finish the game today. I'd be so salty. Yeah, imagine that, Conrado. Imagine that. Havoc, how's it going, buddy? We need to D&D it up. Yeah, I'd be down. I mean, Surreal has been mentioning that for a while, wanting to run a D&D. It'd be interesting. I'm curious to see how he runs his, because he says he likes to run horror and horror-adjacent types of campaigns, right? How's it going, buddy? Having a good Tuesday, I hope? If you were taking a TPK because of a bug, I think we can all agree you could just reload. Like, that's not fair. I know, right? That's one of those cases where I think it's not... save scumming. You can drop the scumming part of that, right? Disadvantage and advantage and despair. Yes. Despair... those are the names of the dice, Jason. Disadvantage and advantage dice are the names of the dice. Despair... and something else. Maybe you're right. No, I think you're right. You're right. Sorry, Jason. My bad. You're correct. Disadvantage and advantage. My bad. You're very much correct. Vampires of Rome. I'm not familiar with that. It's like if you swing a sword and fail the roll and miss, they might still trip and fall on their words. Even though you fail, you win the other roll. And yeah, exactly. Like you get boosts. And yeah, it's a cool system. I actually quite like it. It makes things a lot more narrative. And combat is a bit more theater of the mind, which I like as well. It's not grid-based. Now, when I'm running something like GURPS, I like that it's grid-based, and I quite like how the grid works in GURPS with like adjacency and flanking and line of sight and all that kind of stuff. But I also like running, from time to time, I like running less tactical games, more theater of the mind games. And the Star Wars Fantasy Flight RPGs are built that way. They are built to be theater of the mind action sequences. God, I do love... I'm so glad I got introduced to tabletop RPGing, just in general. It's such a fun escape. I feel like not enough people get a chance to like play at make believe as adults. And this is a conversation I had actually with Miss Elite recently, and it's a conversation I had in the comments of Bannerlord's finale recently as well. And it's a nice escape from reality. And with something like tabletop RPGs, you can do whatever you want. You're not limited by what some programmer wrote down. You're not limited by what a game designer wanted you to do. It's you, your compatriots, your GM, telling a story, playing make-believe. And it's fantastic. It's fantastic. There's no feeling like it. And I'm really glad I got introduced to it when I was, you know, just relatively, not as early on as some people, but relatively early on in life. And I'm glad I guess I made it such a big part of my life, where I try to engage in it relatively often. We've been playing a Call of Cthulhu campaign, not so consistently. One of my friends who lives, well, not the same province even, he runs a Call of Cthulhu campaign with me and a couple of friends. Every Thursday we try to meet up, but it ends up being every like 7th Thursday we get a chance to play for 2 or 3 hours. But it's fun. It's fun. Doing good, just working the old tail off. Is it on the video we were talking about for a bit yesterday? The RPG Dread. Dread is interesting. Dread is very interesting. We were talking about Dread on the stream a couple of weeks ago, weren't we? Where, like, yeah, instead of rolling dice, you are pulling blocks out of a Jenga tower. What a great way to integrate fear in a system that's about like making a horror game or whatever. You know, it's genius. It's so clever. Very simple rule set as well. You know what's not clever is having your ultra heavy deploy all the way at the back, so he has to walk like halfway across the map to be able to shoot at anybody. Are you kidding me right now? Useless. He's going to be useless this entire battle. I guess we can start firing over here. It's useless. This is so stupid. Let's see if we can't like climb on top of one of these buildings in like 4 turns. Maybe that'll do the trick. Have I played Changeling the Lost? No, I haven't. I will look it up. It's the same as Vampire the Requiem. Okay, I'll look it up. I'll look it up. That's a great example, Jason, right? That's a great example of like succeeding but also getting a threat. Yeah. Yeah, this is not working. But otherwise, I think we'll be okay. I didn't actually even check what my enemies are. We got the assault rifle over here. We've got another assault rifle over here. Okay, roughly 1,000 damage each. We got a machine gun over here. Oh my god, what the hell? 2,000 damage output? I don't think I've seen them. Oh, right. Just a machine. Okay, fine. We have seen machine guns before. That's the scary one then. And this guy's our enemy ultra heavy. Nearly 3,000 damage in a full volley. That's a serious piece of equipment. Sorry, where's the machine gun? This guy's the machine gun? Okay. Might actually suffer some heavy losses if I don't pay attention here. I'm out of my comfort zone, I'll be honest. We've lost our makeup that we've gotten comfortable with, which is nice in some ways. But I'm a little nervous about how this is going to play out. I am unfamiliar with what you're talking about there, Mr. Iso. The hero clicks system? How do you mean? Conrado, no, I didn't. It wasn't intentional, but I swapped my upper body out, and I guess I've forgotten to swap it back, and that's why we are without thrusters on the ultra heavy. I need to remember to swap in a pair of thrusters on this guy because his mobility is trash. Previously it was fine because we had the beam weapon. It could literally shoot through buildings. It was irrelevant. Oh, not irrelevant, but it wasn't as important. And now, obviously, that's not the case. All right, here we go. It's a very different battlefield for us now. Oh, taking some damage there. Overall, we're okay. Good bit of damage output there from our assault rifle. That was a very quick burst. Holy crap. It was a super fast burst, nearly 1,200 damage. I mean, I'm not going to complain about that. That was super slick, though, to watch. It looks like he's, next turn, he's going to arrive at the top over here. Amazing. Ease, how's it going, buddy? I'm glad you can make it. The game hears PE complaining about his heavy being in the back, so it drops 4 reinforcements right behind, so the heavy has something to play with. Don't jinx me like that. Well, we're actually not expecting reinforcements. You gave me a heart attack there for a second, man. You gave me a heart attack there for a second. HeroClix was like a self-contained Warhammer type model that includes the unit stats and a modifiable life damage total on its base, so you don't have to track it separately. Oh, I see. Is that for players or for everybody on the tabletop? It seems like a way to make things a bit more, what's the word I'm looking for? Like smooth, fluid. Oh, there's a word. There's a word and I can't remember right now. How's it going, Izo? I'm glad you can make it. Glad you can make it. Right off the bat, the streamer was mentioning you were there to in the Discord, but then you went missing. Hope everything's all right. It was a Mech Warrior HeroClix game, so your mech stats were on the little painted model. I think I've... Oh, you know what? I think I have seen that. That sounds familiar. I think I have seen that. That sounds nifty. That sounds like a good way to make things a bit more... what's it called? like a smooth. Like the goddamn word is escaping me right now. Convenient. I'll go with convenient for now. It's not the word I was looking for, but I'll go with it. Oh, you were at work. Oh, gotcha. Oh, yeah. You're at the, you're physically at the office now, right? If you decide to check it out, make sure you get the first edition storytelling books. The creators made a mess of the names in new editions. Okay. That's Changeling the Lost you're talking about, right? Streamlined. Thank you, Zach. There it is. That's the word. Yes, BM. Thank you as well. Yes, streamlined. Yes. Wow. Man. Words failing me right now. You can tell I'm still not well rested. Yeah, streamlined. It sounds very streamlined. Which can be a very good thing. It can be a bad thing, but that sounds like a good streamlining. I'm trying to figure out how I want to tackle this. If I fire at this guy, he's the one with the machine gun? Yeah. He's the most dangerous one of the lot. So I move up and I fire at that guy, hopefully destroy... Oh, I don't think I'll destroy him. We caused 1,300 damage in a full volley. Yeah, that's not going to wreck him. So we maybe climb... Well, we can't climb. What's happening here? So the machine gun fires back at us, so why don't we go ahead and get our shield up against him. We pull back a little bit. What happens to the machine gun? He stays put for quite some time, actually. So we can stay put, and we can fire back. We do eat a fair bit of damage here, potentially. Just going toe-to-toe with this tank. Put our shield up again. That'll take us close to the end of the turn. I don't want to do that. Let's fire back instead. Hope for the best. At the office 2 to 4 days a week. Gotcha. And of course, Tuesday has to be one of the days. because that's your luck. Alright, so the sniper's going to get up over here. Pop a couple shots. At that back tank over there. the ultra heavy's still moving around. And then the sword. Okay. Let's get the sword. This guy starts moving. Okay, so we melee this tank right off the bat. This guy's not close enough at the beginning. So we can creep up a little bit. And then maybe get both of these guys. Maybe. That would be sick. If we get both of them, that'd be great. And then we can keep moving towards their heavy up there. Now I'm a little worried because, you know, what happens behind us now. The sniper might be a bit exposed. The ultra heavy, I don't even know if he's going to get some shots in today. Ben B says, WizKids was onto something with hero clicks for their Marvel game, but I felt it largely dumbed down BattleTech when they used it for MechWarrior Dark Age. The models for that were also dreadful. I'm not familiar enough to comment on that. What made them so dreadful? I'm curious. What made them so bad? 1 second, folks. I gotta switch to standing, and I need a quick sip of water as well. Give me a sec. Become so used to using the standing mode, it's hard to stay seated nonstop. Work from home last Tuesday, but held courses this morning, so I figured might as well do the day from the office. Ah, gotcha. It's gonna be interesting getting used to 3 to 4. Is it? Does it alternate 3 to 4, or can you choose between 3 and 4? What was the game you were playing that had the Star Wars mod? Oh yeah, that was XCOM. That was fun. I might do more XCOM. We talked about this recently on stream. And I thought people would not be interested in watching XCOM on the channel because it's a bit of an older game and all that, but I was very much mistaken, so I've been thinking about that. Coffee, psh, tea. Tea is where it's at. Keith, you gotta go. Okay, sounds good. Thanks for coming through. Have yourself a wonderful rest of the day, buddy. Good luck with all that hay. But yeah, thanks for coming through. Hopefully I'll catch you on Friday perhaps, but enjoy the week until then. I was in the middle of reading Have a Good Time from Natalie. God damn. Have a good day. Hey, God. Jason. I used to drink a fair bit of coffee. I used to like coffee. I still like the idea of coffee, but it puts me to sleep right away. One of my former colleagues thought maybe I was allergic, and it's possible, I guess. But even the smell of coffee makes me feel very tired. Dries my eyes right out and stuff. Yeah, let's execute. Let's watch the sword. I'm hoping for some good, sweet sword action over here. Let's go ahead and execute. Ooh, doesn't have orders. Oh, that's the heavy trying to get into position. In we go. Nice clean hit over here. Okay, right side down. That means he's not going to be moving around anymore, so at least there's that. Man, so sick. Look at that. I love that pose. I love that melee pose. And the blade, like, sweep. Ah, just so good. So good. Alright, moving on. Hopefully don't trip. Oh, of course you trip. That's some nonsense. That's one thing that really bothers me. It didn't used to be that way, but we tripped on this guy, and then we ate a bunch of shots, and look at our core now. That sucks, man. Well, sniper's getting some shots in, so that's nice. Assault rifle getting some shots in as well. Looks like this guy has lost one of his sides, about to lose his other as well, maybe. Oh, that assault rifle is really rapid fire, isn't it? And it does a sweet bit of damage. Hot damn. Okay, I like this assault rifle. I like this assault rifle a lot. Sniper did some good work as well. This guy's still standing. Crashing, though. In comes the Ultra. Looking like he's hitting this building right now. But yeah, that sucks that we hit that tank and tripped over ourselves. That would have been a really sweet hit if we got all three of them. And now I'm worried about losing this mech and this pilot. Now we have some backups, fair enough, but I'd rather not lose them. Took a lot of concussive damage as well. Not a fan of that. Not a fan of that. Maybe a triggered biochemical response to caffeine. Yeah, well, I don't know if it's... it can't be caffeine, because I still have a lot of other things that have caffeine in them. I drink Coke like a goddamn monster. I drink Coke like I'm an ad executive from the 70s, if you catch my meaning. Yeah, no, it can't be caffeine itself. It's got to be coffee. One of my friends thinks it's a psychosomatic response. There's some grave childhood trauma that had coffee associated with it, which I think is hilarious. Who knows? I don't think so, because it's a relatively recent thing. Since like a university, I think, is when it happened. I also developed an allergy, I think, to hops, which is extremely saddening. But I used to drink a lot of IPAs, and one of my friends got into double IPAs and triple IPAs, and I started drinking. He was best friend. I drink with him a lot. We go out drinking a lot, so I joined him in drinking double and triple IPAs, and the next thing you know, my body's like, "What are you doing, eating this swill?" And so I think that's what maybe has developed into a bit of a response to overly hoppy beers, which sucks because I like them. Man, it sucks, but hey, that's life for you, I guess. That's getting old for you, I guess. What are you talking about? IPAs are great. What do you mean hipster? Do you know what IPA stands for? What do you mean? IPAs are historical. IPAs are a touch of history. They needed all the extra hops so the beer would survive the journey to survive the journey overseas to colonies across the world. IPAs aren't hipster. What are you talking about? Some are. Oh, I just realized earlier, ease, that intake is wrong orifice. Orifice is a powerful word. Orifice is a powerful word. Triggered. No, it's mainly because I'll join you on those comments like 8 out of 10 times. But calling IPAs a hipster is inaccurate. I also quite like the history of IPAs. I think it's quite interesting. Aren't even that old. The number might not be that high, but I think my sleep deprivation throughout my ever since I was, I think, like 16 is when it started, I think has caused my age to be more than my number. Jokes aside. Jokes aside. But yeah. If you want fortified to survive the crossing, a good port wine. Guess where the name port came from? I'm not sure. I'm not a very wine person. I've not been like, what's the word? Like, I wasn't raised on wine, I guess is a way of putting it. I was raised on like scotches and whiskeys and stuff. So I'm more of a scotch and whiskey drinker. Wines I've only recently started partaking in, and I'm not the biggest like aficionado or whatever you want to say. Like, wine is wine, kind of a thing. Don't get me started on wine either. Last week, Tuesday, I think we ranted on the tradition of ordering wine, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, Portugal. Oh, that makes sense. We're going to have a Murphy's versus Guinness street fight go down in chat, it looks like. A prime example of the model difference is look up an atlas from BattleTech on Google and then look up the atlas from Mech Warrior Dark Age. Okay, I'll do that after the stream, though. But the atlas is pretty iconic, so I'm curious how they screwed that up. We were literally just talking about iconic mech designs from BattleTech, so and the atlas is one of them. So I'm curious how they cacked that one up. Let's go ahead and fire away at this guy. Who's he? He's shooting at us, actually. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, hang on. Maybe I shouldn't be so gung ho. So gun ho. Haha. Oh, okay. So pull over to the side here. We'll put ourselves out there because I do want to move in closer. Make sure I can return fire as soon as possible. Take a couple of shots, maybe a little bit of damage. Never hurt anybody. Oh, that's a lot of damage. That's not a little bit. That's a lot. I'm worried about our shield being absolutely demolished. And fire up there. Hopefully we have a decent line of fire there. Port is wine that is fortified with brandy. Ah, it was added at the port to let the wine keep better on the crossing overseas. Interesting. So kind of a parallel to the IPA rant that I was going on there. What is gung ho? Gung ho is when you like throw caution to the wind, and you just like you go at it. You gung ho is like, yeah, you throw caution to the wind, and you just dive into something. Dive in with both feet. I hope I'm describing. I'm using turns of phrases to define a turn of phrase, which is like the most frustrating thing a dictionary can do. So I hope I'm being at least a little clear. Let me know if I was clear there. My BattleTech board game came with a Thunderbolt with a melted head. So I thought that's how they were supposed to look. That's pretty priceless. Ricky Cool has got a good. Yeah, that's a good. What's the word I'm looking for? Definition as well, I suppose. Alright, we pull around, we go in for the, I'm going to reassess this melee here. I want to make sure I stay in the clear. They've changed how this works as well. They've changed how collision works for melees, I feel like. Which is why we've been tripping over ourselves a lot more with melee lately. It was happening last session as well. But that should be clean. I don't know. It's so hard to tell. I'm wondering if I instead want to chase after that guy. Because our sniper is firing on this guy. So if we can send you over here, run a bit, dash across there. Can we? Maybe. No. Dash up to there. And then see if we can melee him next time. That's weird. I would expect to be able to... Nah, he just gets away from us. Alright. Let's dash up to there and then see if we can't get him next turn. I think. New vocab. English is not your main. Oh yeah, no. Always happy to. I see your thanks. You're always happy to use random turns of phrases and then try to explain them. I don't know how common gung ho is anymore to actually say. That was a copy paste definition of gung ho. Oh, you mean Ricky? Yeah. In the end, every definition is an attempt to define words with words. Yes, but you know when the dictionary is like... I'm trying to think of an example. Like if you look up an adjective in a dictionary, it'll be like, oh, look up the noun form of the adjective or whatever. A bad example maybe, but like... Like you look up the word simulated. You're like, oh, what does simulated mean? And the dictionary goes, oh, see, simulate. And I was like, dude, just tell me what simulated means. Trying to save ink and paper. I'm thinking about printed dictionaries, obviously. All right, this is hopefully going to work out. I'm worried about this situation over here, so let's keep our eyes on this back and forth. And maybe catch a glimpse of our sniper getting some shots in. Keep the numbers up as well. I want to see what happens here. Let's execute. That's still our ultra heavy moving into position. What is that? 4 turns. Shield taking a lot of damage here. We're okay, we're okay. Shield is still up. One of our mechs got knocked out. Doing a little bit of damage here. Who got knocked out? That really sucks. That really goddamn sucks. I don't know if he ran himself into the building and killed himself. I don't recall this guy firing here. Charlie, you've been with us for a very long time. Sophia Hagen. Really hogging all those kills with her sword. Drop those Fs, yeah. Damn, man. That sucks. The building's revenge. I don't know what happened there. That's ridiculous. I'm a little... Some things have been tweaked in this latest update that are a little... that are definitely throwing me for a loop. I mean, the beam weapons not working is a big one. We're definitely operating suboptimally because of that. But that's fine. Whatever. That's fine. The way melee works now, I mean, we took so much damage because we tripped on this one tank. And we really shouldn't have. Our melee should have taken us through the tank, right? But maybe that's an intentional design change. But that's the problem with playing something for so long is you get used to how it used to be, and then when it changes, it becomes tough to get used to the new system. But that really sucks, though. Lost a good pilot there. It's okay. It's okay. Good thing we have replacement pilots, but that's unfortunate. It's an unfortunate turn of events. Our sniper, I think, landed a good hit, though. I think we did land a hit on this one guy who's going to eject. And we got this guy back over here who's still willing to fight. Actually pulling up to fire at our sniper. The sniper has very little health left on the legs here, so I'm a little concerned about that. But with our sword down, we don't have anybody to deal with this guy, which is a problem. Up over here, we've caused, like, the littlest bit of damage, which is a problem. But he's running this turn, so maybe we can chase and cause some damage here. Maybe we can chase and cause some damage here. Looked up the definition of recursion. It said C recursion. That's pretty good. Change is scary. Yeah, especially when it causes death. Got this tank firing at us as well. I wonder if I should finish that tank off. Fortunately, with the assault rifle, we can move and shoot without losing accuracy. I'm hoping that finishes this guy off. He doesn't have too much health left. This assault rifle does 1,300 damage, nearly 1,400 in a full volley, so this guy should die. And then we can turn our attention up to the heavy over here. Take a bit of heat damage. Not the biggest fan of that. By the way, ease to catch you up. Beam weapons have bugged out. They don't really work anymore. They don't shoot anymore. So that's a problem. And the axe was also not causing any concussion damage. And I'm not sure if that's because we are fighting extremely high-level enemies or if it's just because of another bug or like isn't showing like a visual bug. But concussion damage doesn't seem to be working anymore either. So two of the things that we were relying heavily on and that we've gotten very comfortable and familiar with no longer exist. So yeah, that's the thing. All right, we're going to take a little bit of heat damage over here. But if this assault rifle can go like bam, 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 and like come out unscathed, that'd be pretty cool. If we have a lot of pilots, then we have pilots. That took me a second. I was like, what? Because I thought you were getting at like pallets, like when you order a bulk order of stuff and you have like pallets. They come on pallets. I thought that's what you were getting at. Okay, I think we need to keep our... Okay, I think we can fire at least one round with our sniper up over there. Right? Okay, no, we can't risk that heat damage. We'll lose our legs. Mobility is so important for the sniper. So let's go ahead and pull back to behind this little hill. And while we're doing that, let's launch some missiles, hopefully without taking any heat damage. There we go. Pull back, hide behind this little hill over here. Keep us alive, hopefully. And pop some more shots with the missiles. Let's try it. Let's try not to take that heat damage. That guy fires at us not once, but twice. I don't know if that hill's going to protect us a second time, so let's go ahead and move over this way. The missiles out, keep moving, missiles out. And again, that's in case this guy makes it through, in case our assault rifle doesn't finish him off. Alright, we'll see if that works out. Pun game is off today. I don't know, you've been pretty solid, pretty decent ratio, I would say. You've had a few scorchers. I just because I miss a pun doesn't mean it's not amazing. And I've definitely missed one or two. Oh, Jazzy, definitely F, not deserving of a V. I just noticed that. Yikes. True, though. It feels like they just walked into a building and died. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. And look at this, our ultra heavy back over here. No range on anything. Man, I miss my beam weapons. Yeah, let's go for it. Might as well get some shots in. I could go for extremely inaccurate shots up on this guy. 21% chance out of range. There's no point. There's no point. The weapon efficiency is so like low on that. Fire away. I suppose we can move and shoot because the accuracy doesn't change. There's no oh, there is scatter. Oh, I think the game lied to me earlier. All right, stay put then. Stay put then. Ouch, Natalie. Ouch. All right, we good? We good? We good? We're good. All right, let's watch the assault rifle. I'm curious if he pulls this off. It'd be pretty sick if he does. Go ahead and execute. Here we go. All right, out he comes. Pop a couple shots here. Come on. Wreck him. Wreck him. Come on now. Nice. Okay, inactive. That's all we need. But also the explosion. Thank you. Turn around, fire at this guy. Come on, come on, come on. Finish him off. Right side destroyed. All right. He's exploding the other tank. Collateral damage, it looks like. The main target took a little bit of damage. Not enough to finish him off, but I'll take it. Sniper over there trying to survive. Been knocked out. Wow, holy crap. Now we're turning around over here, firing away at the ultra heavy. Good shooting. Not too bad. And our own ultra heavy is firing through this building. Have we managed to poke a hole? No. I missed my beam. The sniper's been knocked out. That's not good. He's not dead. Knocked out. Not good, though. Not good. Did we get any missiles out? We should have got our first set of missiles out, I think. No, not even them. Damn, man. Damn. Taking a beating over here. Oh, Mr. ESO. Maybe you're just punching above your weight class. Yikes. Ultra Heavy falls through building and dies. At this rate, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised. My luck's not been too hot today. All right, you know what? Wow. This assault rifle got a lot of work done. Destroyed one tank. Destroyed another one that didn't need destroying. And convinced this guy to eject. So can't really complain about that. But our Ultra Heavy and our assault rifle are all that are left. This Ultra Heavy is about to open fire at my Ultra Heavy. He can't have decent range. How can it be that his gun, which is the same gun as my gun, has better range than mine? Optimal range is 75 to 111. Ours is 75 to 111. Okay, so we're both out of optimal ranges. Cool. Let's go ahead and open fire from down there. I think we should have a good time. Let's not overheat. Let's not overheat. Literally our like only active mobile mech. This assault rifle back there is trying to fire at us as well. That's a big distance. I don't think it's going to do too much from there. All right. Try and finish this enemy ultra heavy off. Fire over here. One. We should be able to fire 3 times, I think. Maybe only 2 this time. God damn. We can start the 3rd set. 1 volley is how much? 1400 damage, give or take. 1 volley should be able to do the trick. So let's not do this 3rd one so we don't get locked into emotion. Over here, instead, then, can we fire up there? 21% chance out of range. What if we move you up to here? Look at how slow he moves, man. And then we can start firing at that tank, sure. It's something to do. It's something to do. MVP is the assaulter, for sure, man, for sure. Most valued, pure. No, for real, though. Like, the only one that got any work done, it feels like. That's a lie. That's a lie. Charlie got some work done before she died. All right, let's go ahead and execute and see what we get here. Come on. Come on. Get her done. Oh, come on! You kidding me? Retreat is possible, honestly. Kind of tempting. He's going to try and get away now. Go ahead and give chase. Almost got him. We almost got him. Take a little bit of heat damage, sure. Not the worst. He goes up top there. Keep firing. Try and give chase here. Got to keep him in the right range. Well, now we got to cool off, so let's keep moving over this way, I think. Guess we could move up here instead. We have clean lines. Yes. Should be okay. And let's move up top of this building and see where he goes next. Can't your pilot eject? Pilot can eject, yeah. But, like this one? Well, this one's knocked out, so this one can't. This one's dead. This one can eject, but I feel like there's still some value to be had. Like, we're about to start firing right now, so might as well keep them around. And the assault rifle is okay. We could lose legs. We might lose our left arm. That's our shield. That took a lot of damage right at the beginning as well, the shield. I think we're okay. I think we're okay. I don't think we need to eject anybody. Refuse to retreat. If I die here, so be it. At least I make them think twice. Yeah. do not give up. Mud, most used DACA. Oh, I like that. I do wish there were more stats at the end of a battle. Let's execute. Units without orders who... Oh, that's because this guy's attack order is from last turn, technically. I could give him another one, I suppose. This guy's too close. Okay, why don't we go ahead and stay put for all the firing. And then walk back for the rest of the year, I guess. Alright, let's execute. Come on, buddy. Finish him off. Knock him out. There it is. Nice and easy. Up over here. Legs are intact. Up comes the assault rifle. Yes! Oh my god. It's so sick. Especially with the music kicking in like that. I love this music too. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Right arm down. He's going to eject. Beautiful. This guy got knocked out. Beautiful. Alright, not too bad. Not too bad. I think that's the battle done. You're knocked out. You're dead. You're knocked out. You're knocked out. You're ejecting. Cool. Wow, that was rough. Your dead pilot should have ejected. Oh yeah, for sure. I didn't see him likely to die though. Is the thing. I didn't see them potentially dying. That's the thing. What's surprising to me is actually they used to have some stats tracking on the victory screen, like how long the battle lasted and all that stuff, but that's all gone now, which is kind of weird. Yeah, that was rough. That was rough. I should have... How could I have seen that coming, I guess? Now, what I'm worried about is recovering my mechs. We don't have enough budget on the salvage here. I wonder... I could leave behind, I guess, our shield. It's not a very good shield, I guess. I didn't remember it being that bad. But sure, we can leave behind our shield. Leave some room for other things. We have... I think we have some shields from previous... like previous battles and stuff. Had a machine gun, though. Holy crap. 2,100 damage in a volley. 35 shots, though. And that means it really relies on you hitting with each of those bullets, you know? I don't have the budget to pick it up, I bet. Yeah, no. No such luck. And I don't think I want to leave anything else behind from our fallen mech. It's a pretty good set of equipment, you know? I don't want to lose anything. The shield is okay, but everything else I kind of want to keep. This guy? No. Can't get the arm back over here either. Damn, that was a good arm. It was a good arm. And this launcher was good as well, but we definitely can't get that back. Yeah, that's rough. That's rough. Holy crap. I like the new salvage approach to salvage. I think it's really good. It definitely puts more pressure on you. The one that died ejected on life, I suppose. Oh, yikes. Dark. I missed that earlier. Dark. Shield is just burnt toast now? Yeah, I guess so. That's rough, man. That's rough. That's rough. Okay, that's fine. Let's go ahead and confirm this. Man. I'm glad we didn't go to the capital. Would have been a lot worse. Let's let these repairs finish, and then we'll figure out what's next. I suppose it would be this army base. There was a convoy somewhere down here, if I recall correctly. Need a lot more work done to actually liberate this space. So we'll find something else to strike at as well, I'm sure. Let's head on over to our units. There's our sniper who's missing what? Left item and left arm. Alright. Wish I remembered what we had before so I could adjust accordingly. Where's our right arm? Oh, okay, just disappeared. Visual glitch. Oh, weird, this latest update has had a few visual glitches. Not often do these updates do stuff like that. Decent bit of integrity, decent bit of barrier. Okay, decent bit of integrity on this one. The Nox 2M. 2M. Interesting. 1L, 2. Is that like a weight designation? That's what I would imagine. Sure, integrity and barrier on the sniper. It's lower than just the integrity of this one. This one also gives a bit of power. Worse heat dissipation on this one, though. Mass 13 versus 14. All right, let's go with the Bane arm, level 21 equipment. Sure, we'll see if that works out for us. Sounds good, Jason. The hand still being there, but the arm being missing is odd. Yeah, it's just a visual problem. It's just a visual problem. What did our sniper have? Oh, right, it was the missile launcher on the other hand, or in the other hand, I should say. Not that we have any available. We scrapped them all last time. I guess we could throw a handgun in there, something for close range engagements when need be. But yeah, the right arm is still very much there. The right arm is still very much there. Okay, so that's the sniper all set up. And then we have our wrecked mech. I guess I'm glad I built this empty mech base, right? That kind of worked out. The upper Vidar, there's this Nox 3H 1823 versus 2788. I think we know which one we're going to go for. 2788 seems like a given. Yep. So that's the Vidar upper. You got to go BM, sounds good. Thanks for coming through. Have yourself a wonderful rest of the day. Hope you had a good time here today. On your way out, don't hesitate to hit that like button if you did. Hope you enjoyed the rants. But you have a good one, buddy. Hopefully I'll catch you on Friday. Cheers. CJ, how fares, buddy? Having a good one, I hope. Alright, this is the upper body, left arm. This guy is our melee mech, right? So we do want him to have a decent bit of integrity. 850 and 131 versus 853. Alright, see the lower level equipment ends up being better. The level 14 Asgard arm is the strongest of arms. Okay, let me assign that and then see what we can swap in instead. It's like the Helga is lighter. Where are we? The level 19 Helga. 980 armor total, barrier and integrity between the two of them. It's a little bit heavier. The heat dissipation is worse. Yeah, my level 14 equipment is better than my level 19 or level 20 equipment. Yeah, it does make sense. This passive heatsink on here. Okay, right arm. Let's go ahead and get... I mean, again, let's assign this Blackbird over here and compare it to our higher level equipment, which is actually worse. No, okay, this Helga arm is maybe not a bad idea. Slightly heavier. But that's okay, because it does come with other benefits. I guess that Nox is okay. Heat dissipation is slightly worse. No barrier. I thought we scrapped all the pieces. I thought we managed to get all the pieces from our old mech, but I don't feel like it. I certainly don't feel like it. Got our mobility system, extra power over here. Okay, lower body. The Tsubasa. The Tsubasa is another one whose shapes I quite like. We were talking earlier about the shapes and stuff. The Tsubasa and the Blackbird, I do quite like the shapes of those mechs. And there's the Helga lower as well, which is definitely the strongest of the pieces. Again, the lowest level, but the strongest, it seems. 994 plus 158 is 1,000 and 1,400-ish, 1,400 versus... Yeah, okay, that doesn't even compare. Did my math wrong, didn't I? Yeah, it's 1,140. Sorry, 1,150 actually, because of the 4 and the 8. My bad. Shifting numbers over when I shouldn't. So this is 700. No, closer to 900. Okay, not as bad. Slightly lower mass. Move a little bit faster, I suppose. Better heat dissipation. More melee action. This one's 650. A little too low, I think. Sure, we can try the Blackbird lower piece. Again, I do quite like its shapes. Get that on there. Right item, where is that sword? I think this is it. No, it says saber. Oh, yeah, this should be it. This should be it. 300 damage output. I was worried we lost our sword, because that direct damage 300 we haven't seen anywhere else. And look at that, it's a level 12 piece of equipment. Don't think we have any other... Yeah, we have this level 21 blade. Not worth it. Yep, no, I like what we have there. Left item, let's go ahead and get ourselves a shield. It's 2,600. I think is the way to go, probably. Oh, the Svalin 2,750, 514 is barrier. Yeah, let's go with that. Let's go with that instead. Then at least we can take a bit of heat damage and have some barrier kick in. I mean, our upper body is probably one of our weaker aspects when we consider that overheating conversation. As far as integrity is concerned, it's got very good integrity, so I think I'm fine with it. That's rough though. That's rough. Also, he has no number designation. It's just a unit. All right, sword and board. Assault rifle was very good. The ultra heavy. Let's go ahead and I almost forgot. Can we up your integrity? Lower your barrier. No thrusters. Do you have thrusters? This one has thrusters. Higher integrity, much lower barrier, which sucks. Lower power, better heat capacity, but the thrusters will help us move around faster. What sucks about this change, though, is the barrier dropping so much. Barrier is very helpful in countering our overheating. Now, to be fair, ever since we swapped away from the beam weapon, overheating's not been much of a concern. So sure, let's swap it out. And that is a very funny looking shape as well. Just like the very skinny like torso piece is kind of funny looking in a way that I don't actually mind. Back to the world map. Unit as a name, for real. Can you dual wield swords? You can dual wield swords, but there's no benefit to it unless, you know, like your second weapon is maybe causing concussion damage and your first weapon is more about like physical damage output. But because you can't swing them at the same time, dual wielding isn't necessarily the ideal call because you're stuck to roughly the same range on both of your weapons. You can only swing one at a time. At least I haven't seen a benefit to dual wielding. You can build a fast gunslinger. We tried that. Our sniper in early on in this playthrough, our sniper was super fast, but handguns and stuff are they just don't cause enough damage output, especially against higher levels. There's just no value there, unfortunately. It'd be cool. It's an approach I like to take, but it's not really a viable one, especially at higher levels. Something in the distance, a person under a tree. Sure, approach them. Oh, it's an enemy captive. Oh my, what a surprise. Let's go ahead and capture them, and maybe one day enemy captives will be worth something. They're not even tracked as a resource, but we'll see. One day. Head on over to this army base over here. Aaron, how's it going, buddy? Glad you can make it today. From Malaysia, it must be pretty late there right now, eh? Glad you could come through. Not yet viable. Yeah, not yet. Let's put it that way. Hopefully they find a way to balance that. Go ahead and suit up. Another very hard one. Again, I've been enjoying the battles today because they've been tough. They've not been easy, and I like that. Let's get Foxtrot in here. I like that. I like when there's a threat level, you know? Like I was saying about GURPS, I like when it's not all that easy to just win. Alright, let's try sword and board. Heavy and a missile launcher, sniper and a handgun, assault rifle and shield. Let's hope for the best here. 11:36 p.m. Pretty late. We should be able to make some classes and nicknames. Oh, like pre-built setups, you mean? Okay. This is going to be oh, dear Lord. Okay. This is going to be interesting. I'm sure some of these are turrets. We've got a heavy... Oh, I've never seen a heavy launcher turret. Okay, we got a heavy launcher turret. We got another heavy launcher turret. We've got a machine gun turret. We got a machine gun tank. Yikes. Compact launcher tank. Okay, not as scary. Shotgun and compact launcher over here. That shotgun does 1600 damage. Okay. And we've got the shotgun and handgun over here. The shotgun does 2300 damage. Yikes. Okay, and the handgun, 700. Okay. And then reinforcements arriving in 2 turns. Okay. I think I might want to pull the fighting out and away from all those turrets. You know? I'm going to get focused in on real fast. The Turtle, thank you very much for subscribing. I hope you're enjoying the show, buddy. If you are, you know what to do. Let me know down below. Hit that like button. Do not hesitate. It's funny. I feel like today's session has had, even though we had a slower start as far as like, you know, viewers and stuff, I feel like today's session has had more likes come through at this point than like last week's session, for example. Maybe I should go on rambles more often. I should stay away from the trees. I don't know. Yeah, the good luck lol. I definitely feel that. LOL standing for loss of life, perhaps, in this particular scenario. Okay, goddamn. Assault rifle. I could push up with you. Let's see. What are the ranges on these turrets? Can't even see their ranges. They don't seem to be doing anything this turn, so at least there's that. This guy pulls up and fires over here at our sword, it looks like. That guy comes around the bend and fires at our guy up front, the sniper. Sniper who's been positioned up front, of course. Shotgun doesn't do anything, and this shotgun comes in with a handgun. Okay, so let's get the sniper out of here first, because I don't know why you've been deployed over here. Can we pull you back to here? And from here we can shoot. 90%, I'll take it. A little bit of heat damage, but I think we have to take it because he gets out of optimal ranges pretty quickly. Very quickly. I could shoot, and then what I could do is I could move over this way, I guess. No. Okay. We could jump further back. That is a lot of heat. And we don't know what kind of reinforcements they're bringing. Okay. Let's not do that. Sword, how do we get you out of the way, but also moving forward? Man. This is suboptimal. Pull the sniper back this way while that guy dashes up that way. Then the sniper can dash back to, let's say, here. That should allow us to open fire. There we go. A little bit of heat damage is fine. Cool off quickly enough, hopefully. Pop another set of shots. There we go. Okay, not ideal, but I'll take it. I'll take it. I was thinking shoot then move. That's maybe not a bad idea either. Let's see. If I were to shoot first. Nah, not optimal. It looked a little too close. It is a little too close, unfortunately. Good thinking, but it's a little too tight. Okay, I gotta undo these. Go ahead and dash down to there. Fire right away. And then right at the end over here, fire again. Cool. Just minimize our heat there. Sure. So that should be okay for the sniper, and hopefully they're able to camp out over here, maybe hop onto some of these buildings and keep firing away. I don't think we take too much attention from anybody else. It's just that one guy back up there. All right, so the sword can then... Maybe, can we march down to there so we don't heat up? Yeah. No. Way too much heat. Can I dash up this way instead? Nope, we collide. Can I dash up to here instead? There we go, no collision. Good. So we end up there. Go ahead and move forward. We're going to start eating some hits over here. Like dash up to here maybe. And then we can't melee over here. It's too tight, too tightly packed. Wonderful. Walk up to here. Nope. Why are we so slow? Jeez. It's because we got to climb down the building, I guess. I was hoping I'd be able to strike from up here, but they just keep their distance. Until the end of the turn, they just keep their distance. Is that going to hit? Looks like it. Let's try it. Let's try it. Let's hope for it. Let's hope for it. All right, so you, meanwhile, the assault rifle. Pull over to here. Start firing right off the bat. Good clear line of fire there. I love how fast the assault rifle actually is. We might even be able to stay put. Dude steps out, pop some initial shots. All right, he's going to return fire with his handgun. I'm not too concerned. 700 damage isn't a lot, but I don't know. After that last fight, I'm hesitant to ignore it. Okay, bring our shield up. Step back as we do, ever so slightly, because then, oh no, he gets too close. All right, the heavy needs to pull back. That gives this guy a bit more room to move back and keep this guy in range, because then we can start firing, or we can continue firing, I should say, as he comes over the building there. Now the heavy, this guy's in for a bit of an awkward spot, isn't he? I guess we could fire like that. We should be relatively clear. We might take some collateral damage at the end there. The other option, of course, is to fire on the turrets and try to eliminate the turrets. We may be able to bait them to pursuit if we retreat and spread out and flank them. I was thinking that, but in 2 turns, reinforcements will arrive, and I'm worried we're going to get fully surrounded, so we have to cause some damage sooner rather than later, I think. We have to at least try and take, 1 tank out or 1 mech out or something before the reinforcements arrive. I love the concept of this game, says Yelving One. Let me know if I butchered that pronunciation. It's a really fun game. You've been playing it yourself as well? It's a really fun game. It's so well executed, even in its early access form. Ben B says, it'd be interesting if they implemented some kind of weapon system that utilizes high heat. A risk-reward style build. Higher heat, the more damage output, but you risk damaging yourself a bit to do it. Oh, you mean like channeling your own mech's temperature into damage output kind of a thing? Like the hotter your mech is running, the more damage output it does? That could be really interesting. Especially for like melee, if you have like a hot blade. You're definitely hearing the sirens. There's no way the sirens aren't being picked up. That's why I stopped talking there for a second. If you have like the hotter the blade you're using, the more buttery the enemy mech becomes or something like that. That could be interesting. Definitely very risk reward kind of a thing there. Nico, how's it going, buddy? Those structures seem pretty intact. So you're no longer using the beam. Very accurate assessment. Yeah, unfortunately the beam, it seems like there's a bug in this latest build. The beam weapons aren't actually firing, as we learned in a precarious situation or two. Yeah, the beam weapons are actually not firing, so we can't use them anymore. All right, I'm going to try and keep the view over here so we can kind of see a little bit of everything that's going down. We got the sniper firing, we got the sword coming through, we got the assault rifle. There's a lot happening. Let's go ahead and execute. Good, no collision, good stuff. Oh, look at that. So good. Shield is up, gonna eat a little bit of damage. Sniper's firing now as well. Gonna hit that tank, had a feeling. We're targeting that mech, but I'm not surprised we're doing collateral damage instead. And that time we hit the mech, excellent. Okay, good stuff, good stuff. Pulling back over here, about to pull up the assault rifle again. There's that heavy firing away at that turret. That is a very heavy duty turret, by the way. It's a lot of integrity. Assault rifle continuing the action there. Let's see if we can. There we go. Right on time. Right on time. I wanted to see the swing land. Beautiful. The heavy still firing away. Yeah, getting some good damage on. Hopefully, I was really hoping for some collateral damage. Actually, looks like we got none. But you know what? Not a bad turn. Not a bad turn. The sniper coming through, missing us. Yes! Oh, that was beautiful. Oh, that second one, not so much. That first shot, though, that was beautiful. It went right by our arm and landed a square hit on this guy. Look at that. You can still see the impact there. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, not bad. Did you see a shot bounce off the tank to hit the mech? That might have happened, actually. They do have solid projectiles do ricochet in this game. So you might have caught that on the second round, I think. I think the first round was a square hit on the tank. The second one might have hit both of them, yeah. Natalie, yes, we can hear the sirens. Yeah. Sirens piercing through everything. Only so much I can do about that. A defensive war is better than an assault, especially when outnumbered. My only concern is being like encircled and outnumbered. We could be in a lot of trouble if we give them too much leeway. Benby, yeah, sort of like that. Also, there's an internal structure system in BattleTech that strengthens your mech integrity / armor the hotter you run. Oh, interesting. You can also move quicker because of it. Ah, that is interesting. I definitely feel like this game needs to have some more of those like fancy. I say this every time, I know. Sound like a bit of a broken record, I suppose, but I would like to see some of those fancier like electronic warfare systems. Thought 1, Thought 2, different systems like working better together if they're all made by the same manufacturer. All that kind of stuff, all that kind of robotic stuff would be nice to see a bit more of in this game. And I really hope they have plans to implement some of that stuff. The first thing I want to see them implement sooner rather than later, though, is pilot progression. I think we need that relatively urgently, let's say. Because, you know, we lost Charlie. Well, codename Charlie, right? Sophia, I think, was her actual name. We lost Charlie, and it was literally like that one meme. It's like, anyway, you know, it's like, sure, whatever. It doesn't really matter, because every pilot is the same. So I would really like to see pilot progression implemented sooner rather than later. It's planned, but just as a future forecasted feature. I'd like to see it sooner rather than later. Tank on the left flank. Yeah, I gotta watch for this thing. He's gonna hit what? He's gonna hit our sword and board guy up there, so we should be okay. Trying to get rid of this guy as soon as possible. The ultra heavy is still firing away. Probably gonna get some collateral damage onto this guy. Oh, we might knock the the turret out before we destroy it. I didn't realize that was even an option, truth be told. That's okay. And we can turn around. Cool off a little bit, maybe. Turn around and start firing up there. Maybe knock him out, too. We'll see. Sniper. Did decently. We could get the... Oh, that's a handgun. No longer have a missile launcher there, right? We can pull the sniper up to here. Don't think we have a clear line of fire on that tank. Okay, here's what I'm going to try. I'm going to try and push through. Oh, no, I can't. There's no way that's going to work. Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh, maybe. Might get them both here. So says the game. Right there. I don't see how. But okay, we'll get up there. We'll cool off. That'll give the sniper a chance to pop the shot that I was, like, thinking about earlier. Get that hit in there. And then... you gotta wait a little bit to cool off. We're within range of this heavy launcher. It's a little scary. I might want to pull back, actually. The more I think about it, the more I think it might be wise to pull back over here. As I look at how to move forward. Let's pull back. Dash you up. Pull you down to here. I can't get out smoothly here, can I? Oh, no. These things are blocking my path. If I move in there, I worry about tripping over this tank again. Alright, I guess we've been committed. Trying to finish this tank off. Sure. You're still firing. You're good. You're good. I wonder if we can't get another shot out there just to get the job done, hopefully. And we'll see where the reinforcements arrive, right? Yeah, nothing I can do about an asshole who modifies his muffler so this stupid car that probably looks like trash is louder than it needs to be. Watching this game makes you want to go back to BattleTech every time. You've not played this game, have you, Nico? Are base raid and supply hits already implemented? There are base raids per se, but not in the way I think you intend. There are places where you can get nicer equipment and stuff. We haven't had one of those in a long time, actually. But you can get supplies from them and stuff as well. Alright, let's see. Yeah, pilot progression with like specializations, faster firing times or faster aim times or more resistance to concussions, whatever it might be. There needs to be something there. I've got thoughts for days. I don't want to get too into that right now. Let's go ahead and execute this turn. See what the assault rifle pulls off, and see what everybody pulls off. I'm actually kind of enjoying these really tough battles lately. Go ahead and execute. Okay. Firing away. Pilot knocked out up there. Yeah, almost immediately, right? Assault rifle's going to turn around and fire at this guy. Oh, right, he's got the shotgun. Ooh, okay, that's not too bad. I forgot about his shotgun. Yikes. Sniper's up over here. Assault rifle firing. Good stuff, good stuff. Ultra heavy's turning around, firing up over there next. Trying to get through the building. There we go. Knocked this pilot out as well, thanks to the collateral damage, as I'd kind of hoped for. That's good. Squad decelerating. ETA 3 seconds. The squad dropping shortly if these contacts remain on radar. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. They're going to get more reinforcements? I was not ready for this. They do have a roadmap. Yes, they have been updating it. September's update is going to include more workshop enhancements, some more events, and thermal weapon art. So a relatively soft update, it feels like, unless workshop enhancements are much bigger than expected. But I would like to see, yeah, pilot progression especially. Rival pilot's cool, interesting. Combat replay for sure at some point. Pilot progression, I think, is relatively urgent. Urgent's maybe the wrong word, but I'd like it sooner rather than later. Okay, this is not good. This is not good. So, okay, we have this tank is ejecting, so that's good. Hopefully we'll be able to knock this guy out in this volley. There we go. This is where the reinforcements are arriving. Okay, okay, that's not bad. So just 2 reinforcing units, it looks like. Okay. Up over here, this is the shotgun and compact launcher. He's just waiting. Currently regenerating. I wonder if we try to, like, pull up to... See, again, I don't want to trip on this tank, which is what I think is going to happen if we try to just attack like this. This guy's been knocked out, so we don't have to worry about him anymore. We can't walk up there, unfortunately. We can try and dash. Nope, collision. If I pull back a bit, dash up to here, and then go in for the swing. Sure. Let's try that. This is the best I've got, I think. Just make sure we actually hit with this swing. Yeah. Cool. That should do it. Got to take out the turrets and the shotgun. Any close targets and go for it. Well, so the this shotgun is knocked out. This guy's been knocked out because of the collateral damage, and this guy's got a shotgun as well. So I'm hoping to finish him off with this swing of the sword. This turret will hopefully... I don't know, actually. I might need another volley, so let's cool off a bit and then continue on with that. And over here, this tank is coming through, so I'm wondering if we pull you, assault rifle, up here. Take that heat damage, I guess. And fire away. It's more heat damage than I'd like to take, I'll be honest with you. We also have the handgun here, which I was scoffing at earlier, but I guess that's why we keep weapons of different ranges, right? We'll just take a lot of heat damage, unfortunately. God damn it. Pull back to here. Sniper? No, he's way too close for that. Fire away. And another one, sure. And maybe we'll be able to snipe some of these guys when they make their way over. I would like to see blunt weapons like a club. Well, like, I feel like the club, if there was one, I feel like it would work a lot like the axe was working with the concussive damage, which would be nice. Yeah, I do like knocking pilots out. All right, we're looking okay. I think we're looking okay. I hope. Let's go ahead and execute. Taking a lot of hurt over here. Destroy this guy's right arm. Unfortunately, I want to stay focused on that. Dashing up there. This tank is firing as well, and then he's going to eject afterwards. We're taking a fair bit of damage on the heavy over here. I don't like it. Not a fan. Not a fan at all. Oh, that's a lot of hurt. All right, up comes the sword. Down comes the sword, hopefully nicely here. Come on. Nice. Wrecked one of his arms. I don't think we've destroyed him completely, but we have caused him a decent bit of damage, it looks like, so that's good. He's also crumpling, I think. Good stuff. This pilot's been knocked out too. Beautiful. That's just that the damage doesn't even matter as long as we can cause the knockouts to happen. And we are regenerating. Okay, thank God. Oh, oh my God. Sissel goading Natalie with all the forest puns. Oh my God. Okay, this worked out nicely. This worked out nicely. He still has his compact launcher, which at least doesn't do too much damage. This tank he's ejected. This guy's knocked out. These guys have been knocked out. Yeah, okay, good. The assault rifle. Oh, good. Looks like between the handgun and the assault rifles, we actually managed to destroy this tank. Kind of wish I'd caught that, but we were watching the melee hit land. All right, what are these guys doing? Creeping up. Staying put and firing. What are you armed with? A marksman rifle. 1,500 damage, nearly 1,600 damage on that thing. And look at that barrier. That's going to be tough to... We got to stay focused on them, basically. As soon as we can fire on them, it's just like everybody's got to go in on them, basically. Now, the marksman rifle, fortunately, if we close gaps, they'll be less efficient. So I can try and send that assault rifle in as close as possible. Sniper fire away. Fire away again. Doesn't look optimal, does it? I wonder... Get up to there. Hopefully 100%. Yeah, good. 100%. And then he's going to start moving a bit closer. Take a little bit of heat damage. The assault rifle over here has taken a fair bit of hurt. Fair bit of hurt. I don't think this guy is crumbling, actually. Sorry, crumbling, I don't mean as like a mechanic, but I mean like literally like crumpling at his spot. Crashing. And you can kind of see their legs give out when they do. Okay, so we're firing over here. Unfortunately, the regeneration is going to stop as soon as we start picking up some heat damage. But what I think I'm going to do actually is this turn, I think I'm going to try and get into a better position here. Like if we slowly walk our way over to here, we might be in a decent position to cause some damage to these guys. Meanwhile, our assault rifle, of course. Got to take that overheating damage. I'm not a fan of that. What if I pull you down this way? No collision here, I hope? That's got to be a collision. This game is lying to me. Pull you down to here. Because that marksman rifle is trying to hit the assault rifle, so if we just hide behind this building, we'll be okay. And then we can try and finish this guy off instead. Move up to there. Fire. We don't need to do this. We don't need to do this because the sword's going to hit him. So we're just kind of wasting... I'm glad ammo doesn't matter in this game because we're wasting it. Take a step away. Pull back and finish him off, hopefully. There. So yeah, you know what? Let's not even bother with that. Let's move you up a little bit. Let's dash up top there, and then we'll try and get onto these guys next turn. Will they play XCOM 2 modded? I mean, we kind of talked about that a couple streams ago now, I guess, and then earlier this stream as well. It's something I'm still mulling over. I've got some plans. I just got to figure them out. The dotted lines mean that I will hit the hill, not the mech, which is... Where were you seeing that? That was here, I assume? I thought we had clean lines. Yeah, we got clean lines here. 1 shot, 2 shot. We got clean lines there. Who else is firing? This guy's just moving. This guy is also just moving around. This guy's doing the melee. Yeah. You're right. You're absolutely right. Dotted means that you're more likely to miss than hit. But I think we've got that taken care of. We better have this guy taken care of. If we miss this guy, I'll be a little upset. After all that refactoring over here, I'll be a little bummed out. I don't want to run that way. These buildings, how can I not climb these buildings? Pull back up this way, I guess. All right. Let's go ahead and execute. See what we get over here. This guy's moving into position. That's unfortunate about those shots. Ooh. Was that the marksman rifle? Holy crap, man. There's that guy being taken not care of. He's actually surviving that swing. So that's fun. Dude, what is that weapon? The railgun. Holy. I do not want to be hit by that. Yikes. I feel like we got very lucky there. Sniper's turning around, opening fire. Come on now. Get some damage done. Nice. Really, only 1 shot landed. Did a lot of work, though. Did a lot of work, but yikes. That railgun repeater, man. Holy crap. Yeah, I know. For real, Natalie. For real, right? I gotta wrap this up quick, though. More people dropping in. We got these guys dropping in back over here. Here. Just one person? Yeah, looks like it. This guy somehow still survived. Let's push you. I mean, I hope we can dash past this guy. No, we're gonna fine. Dash over. Take a bit of heat damage there. Other options, of course, to move towards these guys. Oh, no, there's actually 2 of them here as well. This is not good. Oh, man, this is really... Why are all my mechs so slow all of a sudden? I feel like they've all slowed down significantly more than they ever were before, you know? Okay. Try and knock this guy out. Fire away at him, hopefully finish the job there. Assault rifle up over here. Should be able to fire, yeah. That railgun, though. No wonder he's staying back there. He doesn't need to move in. How much damage does that do? 1,200. Yikes. Let's move back a bit there. This could go poorly. This could go poorly. I gotta close the gap to that guy. This could go very poorly. Rush you forward. Because what I'm trying to do here is actually get our sniper into a position to fire at that tank. Can't take that much heat damage while I'm trying to do it. Don't even have an angle there. What about the handgun? Just to get this guy done. Like, done and dealt with at least. So little health left. Pull back to here. It's also tightly packed. Collateral damage might hit this guy instead. We'll see. I'm hoping he's like knocked out by then. Keep moving back though. Of course, we're at the edge. This guy's coming up. Where are we? Run for a little bit. Well, like, what is this? How are we so slow? What the hell? It's kind of ridiculous. So assault rifle firing there. Okay. Then we can use the assault rifle against this guy as well. We're just a little too close. Fire up there. And then we got to move afterwards, I guess. Definitely out of my comfort zone here. Definitely out of my comfort zone here. This is not good. Alright, let's execute. Let's see what we get over here. Hope it's not a TPK. Alright. Some shots landed. That railgun, man. Holy crap. I kind of want it for myself. But we're taking damage ourselves over here. A little bit of friendly fire, looks like. This guy's taking a lot of hurt, so that's promising. Come on, come on. Get out of here. I didn't see us... didn't see a collision being mentioned in our planning. So that's always fun. There comes that railgun shot over here. Oh, look at that. We're gonna knock ourselves out. I don't like this. I don't like this one bit. Let's move. Let's get out of here. This guy is gonna get up as well. Get the handgun up. Out of range. Come on. Try and dash down here, I suppose. The handgun up. Sure. Ultra Heavy somehow is still alive. Tank is out over here. This has become a bit of a mess, I'm not going to lie to you. Dash up to here, and we have those reinforcements coming in behind us as well, so, you know, that's going well. This guy's moving slow as a rock here. Dash in. Maybe next turn we'll be able to get a hit in. PE opening a nail salon to trim the tangos. Wait. This is not very good. Also concerned by the time crunch. This session can't go on for too much longer. I have to attend a thing in roughly 25 minutes. And as we all know, saving in the middle of a battle is not a thing in this game yet. Alright, hopefully that'll do... Hopefully that'll do what I needed to do. Hopefully we'll get rid of this guy. And then we can turn around and maybe fire at this tank as well. And again, risk some of the heat damage. This guy seems to be getting away. Our Ultra Heavy back over here. I mean, we could maybe turn around and fire at at this guy instead. He's an ultra heavy as well. Oh no. But he moves and then shoots. Maybe we'll knock him out. This is going to be ultra versus ultra here. Oh, and I don't know if I like my chances. And this is a rail... No, this is a machine gun. Okay, cool. Cool, 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 cool. Let's see how this plays out. See how this plays out. Let's go ahead and execute. Oh, that railgun is so cool, though. Lower body on this guy has been taken care of. Okay, excellent. Not sure exactly what did that, but I'll take it. There's our sword getting into position and our ultra heavy firing away up over there. Let's go. Good stuff. Oh, look at that. Look at that concussion damage. Oh, no. We were knocked out first. Damn it. Okay. Okay, okay. It's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. Oh, it might be, though. It might be. That upper body is really badly hurt. We could evacuate. We could evac if we needed to. Except we'd have to leave behind a mech. I don't think I can do that. We almost lost our legs on this one. Okay, how's this tank doing? Close to dead. I should be able to... Collision with what? Some trees? Come on! Okay, that doesn't look like it's doing the trick. Move down to here, I guess. Jesus. I guess that will need to do it. Hope for the best there. And then keep giving chase. This guy is still limping around. Okay, cool. Try that. It's a lot of heat damage. We might actually lose our right arm there. Oh, I don't know how I feel about this. I don't know how I feel about this. Eject, we can't. He's knocked out, so he can't eject. He's knocked out. Whatever fate is coming for him is coming for him. The assault rifle can maybe fire up there. Oh, we can't. Can't take that much heat damage on everybody. We'll lose our left arm. That's our shield arm, and we might lose our legs. You know what? We gave ourselves thrusters for a reason, right? That regeneration is really kicking us right now. Really hurting us right now. And the sniper, what to do with you? Pull back a little bit. Oh, we could pull up. We could try and snipe this guy, actually. Because he's pretty badly... Like, this stuff repairs. Concussion damage repairs over time. So I would like to keep it up. You know, I'd like to knock him out if possible. We're so close to it. It'd be a shame to lose that advantage. He's going to fire at our assault rifle. That's going to hurt. So let's attack. Let's get the shield up. Oh, the tank's going to hit our assault rifle. Okay. And then this guy as well. Fantastic. Keeping me occupied. All right. Fair enough. All right. All right. All right. We'll see what comes of this. When did this become Victoria? Wait, what do you mean? Oh, this is not good. All right, let's execute. This guy's dead, isn't he? Oh. Survive. No! No! The railgun finished the job there. No, that's horrifying. Oh my god. At least our melee hit landed. Sniper, you gotta get some work done, buddy. Avenge your lost friend. Lost our legs over here as well. This might actually be a TPK. Lost our right arm over here. Oh, this is it. We gotta eject. We gotta evac. We gotta evac. There's not a hope in hell here. There is not a hope in hell. I was not expecting a second layer of reinforcements, that's for sure. We gotta get out of here. That railgun absolutely destroyed this guy. F's indeed, man. F's indeed. Holy crap. Oh my god. Alright. Maybe we up the ante a little too much here. Going to level 24 plus. Maybe just a little bit. Maybe just a little bit. We need to get out of here. Our sword has no sword, right? Our assault rifle has nothing except for the assault rifle. We did so much. We did so much, but not enough. Not enough. How many enemies do we have left? We got this guy, the heavy. We got this guy who still has his marksman rifle. We got these heavy launcher turrets as well. One heavy launcher turret, one marksman rifle. This guy. What about this guy? I love it. I love it when the game does this. Doesn't actually list you the enemies properly. Yeah, we gotta get out of here. We gotta get out of here. We don't even have, yeah, we don't even have a sword over here to like deal with this guy with. Time to go. Nope, don't want to be crashing into anybody. I want a good clean escape. Said I want a good clean escape. Dash over to there. Looks like it might be a collision. What are we? We're medium, he's light. I hope we're okay. Get out of here. You limp your way over. Why don't you like limp over to there? Dash over to here. All that heat damage. And eject. This is gonna be rough. This is gonna be rough. Recovering from this is gonna be really tough. Eject. Should be able to eject right away. I don't think we have to worry about collisions once we've ejected. Just in case, so why don't we just kind of amble a little bit deeper in and then eject. Or retreat, sorry, I keep saying eject. And unfortunately, wow, codename Charlie is a jinxed codename, I guess. Let's get out of here. A little concerned about this guy, actually. Why don't we be a bit more careful? We have the extra mobility. Dash to there. Dash to there. Why can I not? Oh, I know why, because this is the edge of the map. Oh, that's why. That's unfortunate. Alright, dash as far as we can. Yeah, good, that's a lot clearer, it looks like. Then dash down to here, then retreat. Alright, let's execute. Man, look at the destruction, though. Holy crap. Holy crap. Let's get out of here. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. No! No! Did you see that? Right at the edge! Dude got knocked out right at the edge! Yo, we're pretty screwed. We're in trouble. We're in trouble. I definitely want this sword back. We've been knocked down to size over here. We've been knocked down to size over here. I want the shield back as well, and that's all we can pick up. Season 3 next week. We got XCOM'd, dude. That was rough. This is all we can pick up. The shield is a very high quality shield. The sword is a very high quality sword. We've lost a lot of very high quality pieces, and you know what's amazing? I don't know, Ease, if you're still there, if you can hear me. I know you're painting, but if you can hear me. What's amazing is last session, we cleared our entire inventory. I'm sure everybody remembers. Ease was very happy about that. I was too. But now it means that we have almost nothing to put in its place. We got to go and pick up some equipment. We got to go and pick up some equipment. This is going to be an interesting ride, folks. This is going to be an interesting ride. I hope you all have had a good time with today's session. If you have, you know what to do. Let me know down below. Leave a like. If you're watching the VOD, leave a like, leave a comment. This has been a rough show. We're going to have to call it a session over here, though. We're going to go and pull back to some of the villages and towns and pick up some reinforcements. We need some more pilots. We need to build some new units. And we'll see if we can pull this off. I think we have to get out of here, though. The salvage budget is savage. I love it, though. It is actually quite nice. It is actually quite nice. I love the challenge it adds. But, folks, I hope you had a good time. If you did, again, you know what to do. Let me know down below. As always, thank you all very much for joining in and coming through today. I hope you had a good time hanging out, talking about all sorts of stuff, and ultimately watching us get pretty horribly wrecked. I think we will be back with this next week. But sometime over the course of this week or so, I will try and see what people are interested in watching. Again, if we do alternating Tuesdays. I'm curious what people might be into for that. But folks, again, and as always, of course, no session is truly over until I can give a massive thanks to all of the channel members and patrons who've been supporting the channel on a monthly basis. Y'all keep us alive and running smoothly. And of course, a big old thanks goes out to each and every one of you for watching. Until next time, which if you're watching live streams alone, it'll be on Friday. If you're not, then maybe I'll catch you in the Discord, or I'll catch you in the comment section of Workers and Resources Soviet Republic when it releases tomorrow. But until I catch you, thank you all for hanging out, and cheers.